Just now the AC went off. Hey y'all, I'm here. Wanda here, gonna talk about the Bobby Brown biopic from last night on BET. Part 1. Oh damn, bitch. I'm going to get my notebook. I wrote some notes. And I was drunk as the Cootie Brown. Shout out to T for letting me watch it at your house last night, Mama. I told you I ain't got no cable. There's internet. Now, where's the notes? But I'm high. This is Bobby Brown. Here we go. I can't. Bear with me, people. I took notes. I was going to just watch it and recall it from memory. But I had my pocketbook with me, and my notebook was in there. I said, well, I don't take notes. But I was drunk as the Cootie Brown. Shout out to Kyle. And it was dark. I said, T, let's make it dark like a real movie. She was like, all right. So we made it dark. I didn't even bring the popcorn, but she had wine. Think to the wine. And I was sipping. I went outside to smoke my mugwort blend. Y'all buy them herbal blends? Y'all, is totally legal. The mugwort and, I don't know, herbalists, they'll blend it with other stuff. So I was out front. I was smoking that, had my cigar, and I just was feeling really good, and the wine was good. Was it Moscato? What I got oh yeah, Dougie Fresh. Oh yeah, the music was. Listen, y'all, I done told you I'm born in Harlem, raised in Queens. Well, partially raised in Harlem, then raised the rest in Queens. Hi, Mama. So that music had me up and just shaking the tail feather. Okay, that's my era. Me and Bobby Brown the same age. And Denny Mose. I was like, oh, I was hoping he would mention Denny Mose in Harlem. Because the book. Did y'all read the review? Not read the review. Hear my review for the Bobby Brown book, the memoir, Every Little Step I Take is on this chat. Let me tell you something. That brings me to this. The way I do my videos, this is my outlet. And Papa not here either. I can be in his personal space freely. Hold on, it's hot. Leo, you hot? Hold on, my cat here. You're not hungry. Why are you eating food? You don't like it? I wonder if animals get bored with food too, like we do. You know, they want to change their pace, huh? Let me, hold on. I'm time this bitch. My AC cuts on and off, y'all. Oh. So when it cuts off, it goes on and off intermittently. When it cuts off, I gotta put the fan on it. My age, menopause ain't no joke, okay? Shit. Then I'm a little under the weather. I should make some tea. Then I gotta walk away. No, y'all ain't got no patience for me to go in the kitchen and make some doggone tea. Like, why didn't you make that shit before you started the video? I know. This is an ADD system. Let me tell you something. This is gonna be all over the place. I don't give a fuck. And I told you about the disseminating moon, Gibbons gravy, okay? All over the place. If you don't like it, click off now. Let's wait and see if they click off. Oh, God. It's gonna be at my pace. Did y'all read the comments under the Bobby Brown memoir book review? Go on, check that shit out and scroll down. And then the video, this is mathematical shit I don't get. The video's already done. So then they complaining about some shit that's already done. Click off. Did you stay to the end? Probably not AD. Let me tell you about the ADD society. Huh? Where did it come from? The first time I came into notice, where I just like noticed the shit, was I was in Long Island, the Frankels. Is that? Oh Lord, did I just say the name? I don't even know if those stores are still out. Are you still? Are you? Anybody from Long Island listen to this? I guess I can Google. But I told you I was married to a music producer, and a fiat rich, if you will, wanted to invest in him. He had a Jewish manager. Y'all can read my memoir. But we was at the house. That was the first time. That was the best steak I ever had. And I've been to Benihana's. I know you're like, girl, you can get better steak than that. But was I? Did I go to Roof Chris? I'm talking about, I've had steak in restaurants, but this was the best steak that man had on that grill. I taste from restaurants, my house, my own mama. And mommy made a good steak, barbecue. Hell, I made a good steak. I'm like, what kind of beef is this? Listen to me. This is 90s. I'm in my 20s. I'm pushing 50, and I will never forget that daggone steak. And I don't even, nothing to say Caucasians don't season the food, but I don't even think it was that much seasoning on it. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Because I was like, well, did you marinate it last night? Because, you know, I go through all kinds of stuff for my barbecues. Cleaning. The night before and the day before is a huge prep. Cleaning with vinegar and lemon and salt and all kinds of stuff. Then marinating the night before, my secret marinated blend, and put it in the refrigerator. Ready for the grill. It's a whole production when I'm cooking indoors, let alone outdoors. You know what I mean? That thing was so good. Did he say he didn't marinate it? Never mind. Y'all don't care about the steak y'all hear from Bobby Brown movie last time. But I'm going to tell you, no, this is off the topic. I told you the shit. It's going to be off the topic. To my Melanites, my subbies, y'all already know what it is. If you're new to the channel and you have ADD, attention deficit disorder, this is not the channel for you. Ooh, click off. Ooh, a skedaddle. Click off. If eccentric people irritate you to the high heavens and the low hells, this is not the channel for you. Okay, let's see. The Melanites, where did they go? Let me see. Hi, Melanites, Melanettes, Melankings, Melanin Queens. Let me see, did they go? Okay, they're gone. Oh, hopefully. I hope they're gone. Anyway, so back to this is gonna be an all off topic for a minute. Sidebar. I was listening to CL Smooth. Got drop a gem on them. I guess you'd be my age and older. At least you're early 40s, late 30s. Let me tell you. There's a channel out. Don't you get excited when you find a new channel that you really enjoy? That's how I felt for DJ Ghost's channel. And he give you videos every day. Oh my God, a new channel that I like. Yeah, and now this channel drop a gem on him. He's interviewing old school. First of all, you're interviewing old school artists that seem like to have been pushed into obscurity, or either by choice or industry. Just like enough of this shit. Okay. I like interviewers that will interview the quote unquote obscure artists, or like, where have you been? That type of reaction. So this drop a gem on them. I think that's it. The video channel, The Foundation, is good too, but he's a hip hop historian. Okay, just spend days on certain channels. Like, can't you? Well, I'm a nostalgic lady. I'm just nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? Fourth house on fleek. All right, now, the CL Smooth video. I'm getting to the point. My Melanites already know the rhythm of these. Okay. The CL Smooth video on Drop a Gem on them channel. I was like, oh my heavens, CL Smooth, where have you been? Now, I went to an old school concert at Apollo when I was living in New York. How many years does this go back? Was it 2011 or 2010? I know I went. And that's the last time I saw him on stage in person performing. That was good too. Brand Nubians. That was a good concert. Big Daddy Kane. Oh, I was just a dancing. Oh my God. And in any event, yeah, I need some water. Did I bring water? Okay. Shout out to Cav. I saw Cav. I surely did. I was yelling, Cav. She had good seeds. She was up front. Hey, Cav. Anyway, called her when I got home. We was chatting. I was like, I saw you. Never mind. Don't you love old school? Oh, anywho, yeah, back to the point. Yeah, hell, I forget it sometimes myself. I thought I had nothing but water. I had chocolate chip cookies, some sugar. Hold on, pardon me, there will be water breaks, ice breaks, cookie breaks. That's what it's gonna be. Now, if you get parched, you're talking, never mind. So, under that CL Smooth video, go down to the comments. I may listen to it again. Maybe I was sleepy last night. I got in, I was, sort of tipsy and had my mugwort herbal blend cigarette, which was so yummy, y'all. Y'all see the people who sell the blended herbs for smoke? I don't know if y'all go to spiritual festivals. You'll see the guy. Never mind. I'm giving him a commercial in the middle of me trying to tell you what's going on. So I listened to the CL Smooth thing. I'm going to listen to it again because I'm like, well, who did he fight? Was he fighting Pete Rock or someone else? He said Heavy D picked him up and said, get in, and I love you, Hev. Listen be upon your spirit. I remember I met his dad. My ex-husband had a friend. My ex-husband's mother-in-law, pardon me. Not his mother-in-law. My ex-mother-in-law had a friend up in the Bronx over there, up there in Mount Vernon, rather. She had friends in the Bronx, so I said, we ride shotgun with her, and we would go up there because she's Jamaican, so her friends usually are Jamaican, and I know there's going to be Jamaican food. Okay, I guess I've been a foodie since way back. She'd be like, you want to come on. I'm like, oh, okay. We were cool most times, and sometimes, you can read my memoir. But in any event, and he was right there. He was. No one introduced him like, oh, this is Heavy D's dad. This is before the internet as we know it, when you could look up a birthday. So, but his light-skinned man, very, very engaging, ingratiating, and his smile. He's not a chubby man. And this is before I saw any Heavy D's bios behind the music. This was the 90s. And I said, look at his smile. Now, my mother-in-law's not into hip-hop. She don't know that this is, that I know of. I don't think she knew. Man, I kept looking at the smile and how he was engaging those ladies and talking at the, and it was, I'm at the head of, not that I wouldn't normally sit at someone's head of the table, but they was like, oh, sit down, Palm. And I got to catch the hostess in the kitchen, you know, cook and eat, you know. I'm like, I don't sit at the head of somebody's table. I was raised better. But I think it was just a temporary, you know, just go home and sit down and relax yourself. And my mother-in-law was on the side, and then he came in and he sat at the other head of the table. So I'm sitting right opposite of him. And I'm like, he looks like every day. Every day look like him. And we in Mount Vernon. What are the chances? I went on ahead and asked. He was like, yeah. I said, oh, okay. And I was wondering if Heavy was a Gemini or a Taurus. So I asked about the birthday. I surely did. And he told me. I said, oh, Gemini. Yeah. Never you mind. Now, how did I get on top of my mother-in-law? My point is, I've always loved Hev. Always, blessed be upon his spirit. It's a good dude. And I know why. It comes from good stock. That was a great lunch up in with my mother-in-law at her friend's house. Anywho, so under the CL, yeah, I'm getting to the point now. We'll click off. Under that video I just told you about with CL Smooth telling his side of the story, well, some of it. CL is a Libra. Please write a memoir. Libros, library, they rule writing. Okay, the publishing is Sag, communication is Gemini, air, and Aquarius is where Mercury is exalted. Mercury, the planet, is how we think and speak, and our logic, our style of logic and reasoning. That's, you know, look for Mercury in your natal chart and what it's doing, what sign it's in, house it's in, and how it's aspected. Very key to study that. Okay. Anyway, so there's comments underneath in the comments of people rushing the video. The video's already done. That's why I'm not trying to diss the millennials. I gotta ask my own offspring and my grandkids. How are you complaining about something that's already done and something that's not forced on you? Something you could have clearly clicked off of. That's my point. So the people complaining about wanting CL Smooth to get to the point, they're going they're New Yorkers, they all dramatic. So only New Yorkers carry dramatic personas? Really? I hope CL Smooth ain't in the comments. He probably is. He's a Libra. He's in there. CL, don't even take the shit personal. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, because you know why? There was people underneath the people complaining about the pace in which CL told the story. And Libra is Libros. Why you say book in Spanish? Libros. They are storytellers and Sages. And Geminis too. He could tell a story how the hell he want to. What the hell? He a grown-ass man. Until you complain about something that's done, that's not a crime. Let me be specific. It'd be like, oh, people complain about racism, and those horrors were done, and they're still happening, unfortunately. But something horrific, that's not a complaint. I never caught that. How's that a complaint? A crime, a murder, something horrible has happened. That's not a complaint. That's a protest. That's backlash to injustice. I digress. Yeah, but complaints about something that ain't even illegal, okay, or horrific, okay, don't make sense. If it already happened, click off. So that's what they was telling the people down in the comments. And then they were saying to them, they was calling them ADD. Are you part of the ADD society? Those comments are funny as hell. If you're ADD, attention deficit disorder, this is the comments now, most of them. It just will behoove you. I'm paraphrasing. It will behoove you not to even study hip-hop history. Or the historians that give their... Don't. What you click on it for? And you know, you can't get the inflection of the voice as you read it, but you could imagine it's something along like that. And I say that here. Okay, this is my outlet, not to appease the egos of the impatience of society. It's my outlet that let out when I can. And Papa not home. So this is an ample time. All right? At my pace. Oh, if y'all look under my Bobby Brown memoir, did y'all read the memoir? So I'm thinking back to the movie. I'm 14 minutes in. Yeah, at my pace. Bobby, if you're listening, no diss to you. Bobby, we the same age. You should have patience with it. Okay. Let me tell you. What did I say? Oh, okay, about the movie. Now, I missed the beginning. I will tell you, I was outside with my wine. and my mugwort cigarette, and my cigar. It was, thank you, T. It was so peaceful out there. All right, so when I came back in, the Dougie Fresh music was going. 6 minutes, Dougie. 6 minutes, Dougie. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. Yeah, Shout out to the rooftop. Oh my heavens, when I went to the rooftop. But y'all read my memo for that, all that fun stuff. Pardon the ums. Or not, click off. Not y'all Melanites, you already know what it is. That song brings back so many good memories, but one in particular in Brooklyn, Ridge. I read about Ridge in my memoir. We used to go to Brooklyn, me and my friends. Surprise visit him. I was that Brooklyn bullshit. I'm on it. I'm from Queens, okay? We would go there and then see him, and we would sit in the back, me and my friends. It was some big, old. This is the '80s, old school. I know it was a Coupe de Ville, but one of his friends had a big old car, and he was up front with his friends. I guess they was going to get the ism. I don't know. And this shit came on the video. Came on the radio. That's when the radio was just dope, okay? What was that interview I was looking at with Immortal Technique? His cute self. And he was talking about the music. He said, this music that you got to search for today, you can hear it on the radio. It was on the radio. You can turn your radio. It's on the radio. I remember those days. Anywho. So, the girls knew right away. I don't know. I haven't had a 10-second delay. I don't know if I was smoking too much cheap. Well, hell, they was smoking too. I had the same ism. I was like, what's wrong with you? The whole car erupted. And the way Ridge was dancing, my ex-friend Kia, her name was Kia, pseudonym in my memoir. She did that shit. She could do that shit on point. Y'all can't even see it. The way Ridge was boogieing. Oh, God. Every time I hear that song, I go right back to that memory. Charge it to my fourth house, okay? All right, so I need... Okay, yeah. Okay, so the scene... with the first baby mama, Landon's mom. Landon. I'm trying to figure out, wasn't she from California? Because my mind was going back and forth to the memoir. You know how people say, oh, the book was better. That shit is often true. Like 99% of the time it's true, I guess, because in the book you have room, you have leeway to be as detailed as you, even in certain instances with a book, you still got to truncate it. Back in the days when I was looking for a lit agent, I know I've been writing my memoir for many decades. I know, tweaking it, different installments, different revisions. Oh heavens! Oh, but yeah, I'm talking about. I started in the mid-95, I think. You see, to the point my family and friends is like, "Girl, we done gave up. What are you gonna publish the thing or not? What are you doing?" Well, the friends and family that want it out, you know, there's some haters. There's a hater on the line. Look, shout out to Kaya. Okay, now, what I finna say? Yeah, but sometimes in the book, they be like, oh, no, you got to condense this, truncate it, it's too much. So, yeah, but in the book, I'm thinking he met Landon's mom in California for some reason. But in the scene, it looked like it was in Roxbury, Boston. I've been up there before, too. Shout out to the writer Cassandra. Well, I can't remember her last name. I don't even know if it'd be apropos. But yeah, you know, when writers take you under their wing, oh, I felt, she was dating an Aquarius back then. She's a Cancer. And she worked for Amtrak. She was like, I can put you on a train, come up to Boston. It's a heavy schedule. Her schedule was heavy. She was in a play that day. I was like, where do you find this energy? Oh my heavens, Cassandra. I gotta remember her last name and find her on maybe social media. But oh, now I had the best pastrami sandwich. Not pastrami. You know, pastrami sandwich in Boston. Somehow, well, they knew her, so she told them, you know, my usual, cut it up, and they you know how your pastrami sandwich is the long meat. And I'm telling you, I'm embracing veganism. I saw What the Health, that documentary What the Health. I think it's on YouTube. But I'm still not all the way 100% vegan or vegetarian, but I'm working. I'm getting there, okay? These documentaries will scare the fuck out of you, okay? It will scare your ass into veganism, and it works for like days being popular. Like, I'm not touching it. You're gonna eat that? I'm like, he was like, I'll make some collard greens, you know, minus the neck bones, okay? The smoked turkey neck. So never mind. Yeah, Roxbury and Boston, and she's an older woman, well, a little older than me, but she looked good. And she played a cat in a play. She was a cat. I was like, oh shit. I had such a good time. That it was just writer's boot camp, because I sent her my manuscript and asked her, can you look at it for me and, feedback. She's a published author too. What was the book? How to Fall in Love, the Real Deal, or something like that. It's a good book. I had it and she inscribed it. Anyway, this is the 90s, y'all. And it was good. I was in, still young in my marriage. I had escaped from hubby and the kids. It just escaped to Boston. It was just the perfect weekend. Any event. Yeah, so she was like, we can't do this over the phone. You have to come up here. I was like, to Boston? So I was excited to see where Bobby Brown and New Edition them grew up at, and we took the train. I was like, there's trains in Boston? We New Yorkers just think the trains is only in there. She was like, yeah, New York City ain't the only place with trains. But their trains had cloth. I'm like, why do they have fabric on these seats? That's unhygienic. She said, I don't know. Somebody must have had an idea that they can offer comfort. I'm like, comfort my ass. This is for the term of what's called conspiracy theory. It's a patent on that term. I think it's just plain study shaming. Anytime you study in something other than what they, and I'm doing the air quotes, want you to study, they gotta codify it, label it, tag it with a name. People who study just say, well, I thought we was just studying. There's actually a thing. This is a thing to study outside the box. Oh my. No, I was on that train. I said, because fabric holds germs. Anything can hold germs, but something that you could wipe down, like the train seats in New York, they can hose those down. I spray mine with Lysol and paper towel. Yeah, I walk with Lysol. She was like, you walk with Lysol? I said, yeah, I have it right now. I sprayed that cloth seat before I sat down, and I got paper towel. And I walk with alcohol swabs, because back in the 80s, y'all, if you're young, they had payphones. Even if you're young, you should know New York City. They probably had payphones all over the country, or if not the world. Back in my day, there was payphones. You need an alcohol swab and paper towel from your mama kitchen, and you clean that seat, or in telephone before you use it. Put your dime in the quarter. I think the not cell phone, what thing called the payphone ended with the quarter, 25-cent quarter. It took me a while to get a cell phone too. Was it the early 2000s? The cell phones hit y'all the 90s. I had a beeper, a pager for a long time. And I go home and call you back, or go to my job, or wherever it's phone, call you back. But yeah, was it the early 2000s? I think maybe 2000, because I left our mommy house in the fall of 1998. I had to move back home. I was in y'all read the memoir. And for her birthday, I went and got her something. Mommy didn't have one either. She's a busy church lady. She's still busy with the church. She retired. Y'all read the memoir. So the guy at the phone company, the phone store said, well, buy two. There's a sale going on. I said, who's going to have the other one? He was like, well, you. I'm like, me? Never mind. Y'all read the memo. But, yeah, so we being concerned on the train. And I just was like, I want to see where New Edition come from. She said, well, we're going there. We're going to Roxbury. You'll see. So, in any event, Bobby, it was so cool to come to your town that day. Oh, my heavens. Anyway, but, in the book, you can read more about how she met Landon's mom and things of that nature. So, she's wanting him to be a father, be more active. You know what it is, too? And I'm not taking up for men, y'all. But even our teachers, I remember teachers saying this in junior high school. Yes, if you're wondering, yes, female teachers would always stress that girls, we mature faster than boys. It's just what teachers have always pointed out. And right there in the class, of course, the boys would get irritated. And, irritated to the point of, wiggling in their seat and just flustered. And the teacher goes, see? Maturity, you can handle someone's opinion. Even if you don't agree, you're not instantly flustered, and that's a sign of immaturity. But that was junior high school and high school. I recall teachers saying that. I think a male teacher said it once before too. And then that's when that male teacher then said, because we're on planet Earth, the Earth is a feminine force. So there would be more girls than boys. He said even if there were no wars and prisons and things like that on this planet, there would still be more girls than boys, because by virtue that Earth herself, is a feminine force. Now, this is the public school system in New York, okay? This is where, every now and again you get a sprinkle of teachers that teach outside of the prescribed curriculum. And I used to see those teachers as gods, okay? You go outside the box, I'm looking at you as a god or goddess. It's just how my brain works. Like, oh, shit. They off the beaten path with this. Well, let me listen. Now you got my attention. Usually, you know, this sounds like monotone and robotic. You know how certain teachers and professors, because their frequency just monotone, by the book, robotic. And I don't mean to be rude. I'll try to give the appearance I'm paying attention. I need to pass the class, to get through the motions. You know, it's a routine. Ugh. That can mess up your natural rhythm. Y'all be careful. If you got natural rhythm, preserve it, all right? Yeah. But how I get the school system from Bobby Brown? In any event, so she wanted, maturity. So she wanted him to be there for the baby, which is absolutely correct. But I'm telling you, I had enough teachers scare my ass about boys being immature. And it's not like their opinion. You can look at life and be like, I think these teachers got a point. You know what I mean? I knew not to have no teenage babies. Because you're expecting a young man or a teenager, to be specific, to mature and grow up instantly overnight. Some do when a baby comes, some don't. So that was a scene there. And when she came to that to that video set of Girlfriend, which is the song, did y'all not run back to the daggone, what the thing called? The videos, to see the old videos, the YouTube, to see the video. Oh, Girlfriend was the shit. I remember, that bring back to junior high school. Y'all, and I need you right now. That old Bobby. But they did Bobby wrong. Bobby is an icon. I don't give a fuck if you like him or not. That nigga got songs. Not just with New Edition. And I mean niggas, King. Okay? King, go and look it up. Negus. Go and look shit up. Okay? There's spelling bee on here. Y'all see what I'm doing. Bobby Brown got hits. Classics, okay? But Aquarians catch hell. Jealous of the Aquarius season on this channel? Bobby Brown, listen to Aquarius season. And I think you having that Virgo moon, not just for your stardom, but being more relatable to the masses before you marry Whitney. And, you know, the next part 2. Is the part 2 going to be today, y'all? Or we have to wait till next Tuesday? BET didn't specify, or did they? Anywho, I'll Google. Yeah, I need some tea. Y'all are under the weather. Maybe I was sitting outside and I was, you know, strapless and back out and arms out. Last night, but it felt so good under the starry night. Van Gogh. Never mind. Listen to me. Bobby Brown is a motherfucking icon. Point blank, the motherfuck period. Bobby Brown, you're going to listen to Aquarius season on here to figure out why Aquarians catch hell. Especially an Aquarius that has, like Kenya Moore, she don't have that much earth and water in her natal chart, if her birthday is correct, per the natal chart I saw here on the internet. We're on something called planet Earth, so you don't have a lot of earth in your chart, you'll be, like, unrelatable to earthlings. If you get what I mean. Even if you mean anybody, if you mean them no harm, you're like, damn, I ain't bothering nobody. What the fuck wrong with them? And Aquarius is very heady, cerebral. So, of course, Aquarian will go to the logic of, damn, I ain't bother them. What the fuck they bothering me for? What the fuck? I don't know. This motherfucker crazy. And being that Bobby got that Capricorn ascendant, if the natal chart online is correct, he good with that Saturn shit, fighting the hands. You know what I'm saying? His air is sandwiched by 2 earth signs, which explains his money, his popularity. And he told her in the upcoming episode, who y'all got to play Whitney Houston? No disrespect to that. You know what? Whitney definitely iconic. And you know, these motherfuckers going to try to get us to keep focusing on the fucking drugs. Fuck you. I don't want to focus on the motherfucking drugs. Y'all flooded the hoods with that shit. Harlem had it. I don't want to keep focusing on the fucking drugs of Harlem. No. I'd rather focus on the Harlem Renaissance, focus on the poets or the artistic beauty of Harlem, okay? Old school Harlem. Y'all going to control your own motherfucking dome, okay? I'm going to focus on good shit. Why do they keep bringing us back to the bad shit? And you know what, Vlad motherfucking TZ? I thank you, Lord Jamar, for making him realize, why are you bringing up her bad shit after she's gone? You ain't asked me about this shit when she was still here. What the fuck? And it's a rumor. Good, you know that he did say rumor. But, y'all, fuck all that fucking focusing on. I say fucking on. Well, you know what I mean. Focusing on people bad shit. Motherfuckers, when people... I'm sorry, I get riled up. Leo, I know you're a cat, but shit, now I'm doing a video. I am playing with that ball. Let me goddamn on. We're gonna talk about the ball with the flat earth theory too. I'm doing another video for that. Listen to me. Or not, click off. I don't give a shit. I'm an outlet. I'm shit off my chest. Why do everybody always want to focus on somebody's bad fucking shit? When somebody say, you know what, I'm thinking about being a singer. When they make a decision, I get that because y'all used to talk to literary attorneys all the time. When you're writing a book, you got to do that shit, okay? And they kept telling me the difference between public and private. Even if you're talking about a public figure, it need to be true, need to be sources so people can look the shit up. I took journalism in high school, and the teachers would say that. This is before the internet, where you can just simply go Google some shit. Our teachers in school would say, you need to have at least 4 reliable sources. Don't give up your sources, but your boss at the network, wherever you work, publication, wherever you work, you have to give them 4 sources, at least, okay, to substantiate what it is you're saying. That, do they still do that on the internet? Yellow journalism was a no-no. Y'all read my memoir when I was really pursuing that journalism, photography, and thanks because my love of the odd couple, Felix and Oscar. I chose the high school, but Leo, please, I'm doing the video. Yeah, that shit is tired and old. Not just with fucking celebrities. Y'all notice that shit? Oh, I remember when I first started getting on Facebook. What was this, 2010? And people, there was a post. Facebook was the shit back then. I don't know what happened to it. They done constricted it. Probably got rid of all the truthers. And I think my shit is constricted. Like, my truthers, they like to hide and suppress, okay? Even if you don't even know, but you're seeking the truth, they want to hide and suppress your ass. Like, why are you seeking that? You know what I mean? It's anti-truthers and there's truthers, okay? It was the shit back then. Y'all know Facebook used to be the shit. But somebody had posted, you ever notice how if someone's telling you something negative about someone else, they instantly, you can look at it, they instantly believe that. But if they saying something positive, they want proof, like, oh, really, that happened? Oh, really, how you know? You know, doubting the truth, or doubting the positive truth to be specific, and embracing the fucking negatives, whether true or not, because it entertains them. The film Climactica explained, gave me more, of course, along with the battery of psychology classes that I took in college. Yeah, I went into nursing, y'all. Yeah, just, yeah, read the memoir, okay? You think the video's all over the place? Read the roller coaster in my memoir that beat my daggone path. Oh, it was exciting. Okay, for the most part. All right, now, yeah, so what the Climactica the film, when they talk about the ego being the devil, that fucking film is good as shit. It's on YouTube. Go on, check it out. Climactica. K is in kite, Y is in yoga, M is in Mary, A is in apple, T is in Tom, I is in ink, C is in cat, A is in apple. Climactica. Go on and find it. About an hour long. And you get a pen and paper handy. Very good film. But when it gets to the ego, it says they described it as the parasites feeding the host. But the ego is stingy. It only gives you short-term gratification. That's why people who are jackasses or assholes and enjoy relish being an asshole, they're feeding their high. They're feeding the ego. They're not feeding the parasites, feeding the host. Well, I'm not going to be a slave to the ego. Why? Because it's stingy. The ego is stingy. They only give you, what 5 minutes, if that, as gratification. Less than, I don't fucking shit now. Aries rules the ego. Y'all listen to my Aries season video on here. In any event, not if I got on the ego. Wait, hold on. Yeah, people always bringing up negative shit. You know, people wrote down, Vlad, read your comments, okay? People wrote that, how Caucasians always want to sully up our legacies, and they aim to mar, how future generations will regard our luminaries is very important to them. Very important to them. You know what I mean? You know, I say Aretha to me, I think of, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, baby, I love you. Oh, I love you, baby, 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 I love you. Oh, no doubt about it, baby, I love you. That's that shit. And she wanted to up that fiat for Angela Davis freedom. She said, why not? My people gave me this money. Why not free her? Who's fighting for our people? Why I didn't say that shit back then? They probably did. I was a little girl with them Jet magazines and everything. I was like, holy shit. In fact, heart chakra would have been open. Not that it was closed for Auntie Riri, but just how they stuff certain celebrities on us. You know, you even forgot the legends. And I'm too old to be forgetting not their legend, okay? Always want to bring up the bad shit. Oh, Red Man, let me tell you, Red Man, another Aries. I'm about to cry. Auntie Riri, I'll be okay, y'all. I hate that shit. What the fuck? If you're melanated, listening to bad shit about our people from somebody outside our race, shame the fuck on you. And shame on you and same on you. Red Man, I don't know what interview you was doing. I already loved you from reading Faith Evans' memoir, and I met her. She was so nice to me, y'all. You know, shout out to Faith. I love Lil' Kim too. I met her, Lil' Kim, when I was a messenger in the Rolling Stone magazine. We used to be in that building in Manhattan. I met. Y'all read the memoir. If you was kind to me and I could feel like eye contact and you present, ain't your hell you can't do no wrong. Shit, now. No, go on. Leo, please don't start with that bullshit. What's wrong with you, Leo? You okay? Oh, he carrying on. He being a cat. As they design. As to me. I'm calming down because I got emotional. Yeah. But yeah, some interview Red Man was, he said, if you within earshot and I hear you say something bad about Whitney Houston, I'm going to slap the shit out of you. He meant that shit. But I love him from the Faith Evans page when she saw him somewhere. I think it was in California. I'm not sure. And she looked like, you know, a little distressed or something about her boyfriend. Something went wrong. But the book is good. You know what I'm saying? People was calling Faith Evans books cookie cutter and safe. It was still good. She gave you some pearls to me. Well, I'm a reader and a writer. You know. Hold on. And I love memoirs and biographies. Autobiographies. I love them. I love them. I sat and read The Wolf of Wall Street in Barnes & Noble. Was damn near finished with it. I said, oh, I better buy the thing. I want to finish it. What drew me to that book, because it was yellow. And I was on, you know, on my Oshun studies. I'm like, what is this yellow, pretty yellow book? Barnes & Noble. They the bomb they let you sit and read like you're in a regular library. Shout out to Barnes & Noble for that. You know, I hate stores. Are you going to buy? You want something? No, motherfucker, I'm browsing. The fuck? Beat it. Shout out to MJ. But yeah, Brett Man said, don't say nothing about no Whitney Houston. And I'm not even an L.A. Reid fan, but I like how he said that in the latest documentary. Y'all saw heard my review for that. He said, this is what we're saying about Whitney Houston. Well, then fuck you. Fuck anybody that keep bringing up some negative shit about somebody. They get. That's my point, my other point. Hold on. When somebody say, you know, I want to sing. That's what the celebrity mean. They want to present their talent to you. They choosing to be. I'm not taking up for celebrities. Don't, please, no, the fuck, I'm not. Because if one gets on my nerve with some hypocritical bullshit, if they do some hypocritical bullshit, then I'm like, no. Remember when you did this shit per the fucking tabloids and rags and the publications? Don't judge them on that shit, and they showcase you doing the same shit. So I will address the hypocrisy and the bullshit, okay? But yeah, whatever the fuck, okay? But the focus on a negative, no. The fuck no, I don't do. That's not my brand to get high. Because that wasn't on their mind when they decided to be a public figure. They said, I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to present this talent I embody to the public and earn a living doing so. You see what I'm saying? Yes, I want to feed my family doing something that comes naturally to me. What the fuck is wrong with that? It ain't hurt nobody. I'm an entertainer. Are you not entertained? Well, then compensate me for your entertainment. What the fuck? Okay? I do not think of drugs when I hear Whitney's name. No, I don't. I ain't think of shit when I hear Bobby's name. No, I don't. I think of that prerogative. Back to the movie. They did the My Prerogative fucking full video. Because I'm like, any point now, Tia, they're going to stop doing the, they're going to show, we know what the actor that played, and here's another fucking thing. I like that they used the actor from the BET's new edition. What was that, January 2017 that dropped? Smart. Very smart. But where can they go get the actor? Yaya love her, Scorpio model, beautiful. I know these actresses, and I like the Virgo, Demetria Kelly. She could sing too. There's no, at first you get CSA, not CSA. Well, that shit is is that some shit? Is that the shit with Castor? I wrote Robbie Reed. I wrote the shit down. Hold on. Hire me, girl. You send me an email, wisdomwanda@gmail. Because I'm like, they applying astrology to this. Find a fire sign that there's no fire and these actresses that they're choosing, despite the motherfucking high. Whitney had fire. Leo, Sun, Aries, Moon. Sure, she had the water ascendant, if the natal chart online, but she was still fire. Okay, you seen underwater explosions pushing that motherfucking water? That's Whitney. Okay, what the fuck? When I think of Whitney, I think of her smile and that she had Venus and fire. Leo, let me look at these natal charts before we cast, please. Robbie Reed, email me wisdomwanda@gmail. Wanda with an H. Who's on Robbie's team? I think that's her name. I wrote it down when the credits roll. The fuck? Oh shit! It's just take the time to go through. It's any next Whitney shit. Please go on and call me. What? Maybe that's the idea. Maybe they don't want the actress to really embody Whitney. Maybe that's what that is. Whitney Houston's such a legendary, iconic frequency and energy. Maybe they don't think they can find somebody. She out there. She is out there. It's not just the voice or the singing, because I don't know if they let this actress really sing. Probably not, because they want the focus was supposed to be on Bobby Brown. And motherfucking people saying he vilified her. No more than the fucking Caucasoid tabloids did and still do. He knew her personally, and unlike y'all, she gave a fuck about Bobby. Vilified her. What the fuck is that shit? Nobody come out and say, oh, you know, them Caucasoid rags are just vilifying Whitney. But they gonna say her ex-husband did, whom she loved dearly. He knew her personally. He knew her motherfucking personally. How is telling your mother? And this is not just slap shit. And even in my memoir, and you people in my family, auntie, mama, people, ex-friends, thinking I'm gonna vilify them. Well, were y'all villainous towards me? What the fuck? I wrote about my life and what the fuck happened, my experiences. I even took writing classes. And that's what the teacher said when we got to the memoir chapter of the fucking curriculum. Your memoir is memory. That's just what she said. Memoir is your memory. Whose memory? Yours, the author. Author's authority. You have authority over your own memory, not your fucking bullies. What the hell? Shit. You could write your memoir from your memory. I can't. Am I allowed to dictate how you recall your own damn life? What is anybody dealing with sound, sane logic? Bobby, be strong. Ain't that a bitch? He vilified her. Well, what do the tabloids did? Well, Bobby, let me tell you something. You have to tweak your aqua fucking cells, your Aquaman cells, your Aquarius and your Virgo shit. But the Virgo could make you sensitive, but it's still a very analytical energy, okay? What the fuck? Zamoose! What the fuck? What? Hi, Leo. Hi, baby. Leo, how you got your toy? Where you found it? He fucking that ball up, y'all. I don't know, y'all. I need to burn some sage. Did y'all feel that? I don't know. I'm being home alone without Papa Bear. I know you like, girl, you still smoking that mugwort? Never you mind. It's a blend. It's awesome. They won't tell you the blend secret. Anywho, what I finna say? Yeah, he vilified his ex-wife. That's his life. That's what he been through. What the fuck? It's like the bullies are, and I learned this in psychology class. There's a mental defect there. These are professors now. Their mind is debilitated. When you're trying to control another adult, and you're not trying to control them with something that got some shit to do with you. Like if you in someone's car, their rules is their car. If you're in someone's house, their rules go. It's their house. So if you're not controlling adults, whereas your own personal environment or something to do with your children, you just want to control them just because you just fucking feel like you can on some shit that ain't got shit to do with you. To the professors, per the classes I sat in, there's a mental defect there. They're mentally debilitated. Yeah. Yeah, yes, it's insecurity, gross, fragile insecurity. But how are you trying to control another fucking adult with all some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you? Vilified her. Well, what the fuck y'all doing? Y'all mention her drugs all the fucking time. What the fuck is that? Or bringing up Robin all the time. What the fuck is that? Yeah, so it's okay when y'all do it, but not okay when her husband tells his life story that may not be according to how you think he should tell his own fucking story. Oh, it's just some crazy shit. Bobby, be strong. Be strong. And let me tell you something. Bobby Brown, I don't know. Of course, you can't say shit like this publicly. I don't know if you have a spiritualist or an astrologer or somebody on your team. Okay. Hire me, Astro Mama. Okay. I'm telling you, a while ago, I believe it was Willie D. The legend, him in his own right. Okay. He's a Scorpio, same day as Bumpy Johnson. Blessings be upon Bumpy's spirit. Ashe. If that birthday is correct online. When he said in the interview, I don't remember which one y'all Google shit, I don't remember. This is per my memory, okay? When he said that he sends them love, he said, I always sent them love. Always. And he's in the South now. I'm like, because as soon as he said it, I instantly thought of Whitney Houston in the Oprah Winfrey interview in 2009 on stage. Just on YouTube. When Whitney said, I don't understand when I'm out with my husband and people will see us and, become, paraphrasing, become flustered and frustrated. Like, catch an instant attitude just looking at Bobby and Whitney together walking hand in hand. What the fuck is that? So I'm like, when, my yacht, the spirit gave me that recall when I heard him say that. I said, could somebody have been doing something to them? Not just being openly flustered. How are you openly flustered at somebody else's love? That is crazy. I remember getting a spiritual reading and something, some items were mentioned to me regarding me and my love. I'm like, well, I didn't choose him. He chose me. And what the fuck? I didn't take him from anybody. What are they? What? She said, you know how envy could be, Yeah. And even the whole energy of, I don't want him, but I don't want her to have him. I don't think she should have him. Adults trying to dictate another adult's life path. They ain't got shit to do with them. Do you see the psycho tease and that shit? What? How are you trying to relegate somebody else's life path? If there's no abuse, if this ain't no domestic violence type of situation, who are you to be like, I don't want them together? But why? Is he harming her? Is she harming him? Is it your uncle, your brother, your cousin? Why are you inserting your desires in somebody else's business that got shit to do with you? What the fuck? I was happy to see them together. I'm an astrologer. I was like, ooh, Leo, Aquarius, that's 360 degrees of fullness. Oh, shit, okay. But it's still oppositions. But when opposites get along and come together as magnets, the cosmos love it. It's 360 degrees of completion. Do you see? Then she was a 9 life path number. And they were 6 years apart. And the 6 and 9 is inverted. Did you do the geometry on them? The 2009? Your astrologers, numerologists, y'all know what time it is with their math. And geometrias, y'all know what time it is with their math. That was an intense connection. Okay? Let it be love. It's going to be that intense. Hell, let it be love. You don't want to be nothing that you're fierce. But, I remember them silky pajamas Bobby had too. Bobby must have really worked with that actor. Now, Bobby, back to your iconic fucking status. I ain't even in my notes yet. Shit, now, it's going to be long. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't want to listen to this shit. Click off. This is my outlet. And fuck, I'm going to outlet. I bet you Bobby will listen. Hey, Bobby. And when you was with Taj on her reality show, Taj, I love you, Taurus. SWB Taj. And she said, you know how you admire somebody, but I'm paraphrasing. This is what made me love Taj and her husband for marrying that brown skin chocolate beautiful woman. Leo, go on somewhere. What Leo go on with that bullshit? Anyway, he gonna roll the ball over here. Cameron, not through that ball. Go on over there with that. Anyway, and Taj said, you know how you really admire someone, but you have trepidation about meeting them. This is paraphrase. Because you don't want them to disappoint you, or you don't want to chance it. I feel like that about Miss Lauryn Hill. We could be in the same room. I ain't approaching her. When you really admire somebody, just leave it like that. I want me. Who wants to chance it? And Lauren, it's not that I believe in any of these bullshit rumors with that asshole. I'm gonna call them. I don't call the names. I don't know them personally. But people saying asshole shit about you. It's not that I believe that bullshit. Hell no. But I still don't want to chance it. Look. Here, they could have not said anything negative about Miss Hill. I still wouldn't. When you really admire somebody, I don't want to meet them. Keep my admiration, because you want to keep the admiration sacred. If you meet them and something goes off, the whole damn thing is tainted. It's gone. Like I had a crush, junior high school crush. his brother Mackie. Oh God, did I just say the name? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I read the memo. All the girls liked him. My ex-bestie, her name is Shimon in my book. I did the pseudonym before I realized Kaya's middle name. Okay, shout out to Kaya. Shout out to my ex-bestie. I still love you. Love you pre-beef and love you post-beef, girl. She a Leo too. Leo Sag. Double fire. Ooh, with water ascendant like Whitney. And her husband is an Aquarius. Like, do y'all see the math, the connection? Astrologers listening, y'all know what time it is. But my ex-bestie, but she loved hard, that passionate love. I gotta look up her Venus. See if Shimon Venus is in fire as well. And Poole made me study the Leo, Venus Leo. What the fuck going on? What the? Leo, calm. In any event, the cat is a distraction. Okay. He got a new toy. You know how they carry on? They want to tear the damn thing to shreds. I'm like, well, do you like toys? Don't you? Oh, we carrying on. You buy a new toy, lose his goddamn mind. Your Dollar Tree, y'all get your kid pet toys for $1. Expensive ass toys in other stores. Okay, now what did I say? Oh, shit, see Leon distracted now. Wait, you can't rewind while you're doing this shit to figure out what you just said. Fuck it, y'all. Damn. And it was juicy. To me, it was juicy. Never mind you, Hatrix and Dietrichs. Dietrichs is short for detractor, and Hatrix is short for hater. I get bored with words. I'll switch that shit up. Like it how we can put Asian or stylation. Never mind. You get bored with words, especially if you're a reader and a writer. And it's avid and get standy. Oh God, my eye getting tired of it. When y'all read my memoir, it's gonna be different, all kinds of fonts. Cause she trying to dazzle her words up in. No, not for you, hater and Hatrix and Dietrichs. No, I don't even know why you would read my shit. Don't read it, please. Keep my pages hater free, please. From your paws, your petty paws, PAWS. No, I get bored. The eye get tired for me editing. No. Let me do different fonts and different shit. So for me, I fancy myself. I got an ego too. Not like yours. Not like the hater ego. No. Y'all pardon these commercials of eccentricity. How do you say it? Eccentricity. Eccentric. Never fuck. Eclectic eccentric commercials when I digress in sidebars of yeah, you probably call the sidebars of silliness, don't you? Hater, you. Probably no haters don't think that quick. I done gave you a Jew, didn't I? Anyway, back to my notes because I forgot. It was good. What was I just saying? Daggone Leo with that ball. What was I just saying? Oh shit, y'all. Damn, wait. Don't you wish you could rewind while you're doing this shit to figure out? Fuck it out. Let me just go from the notes. And it was good too. I wanted to finish out the thought. It was something to do with Bobby Brown, wasn't it? Was it something to do with stop remembering the bad shit all the time? They tell you that when you get a divorce, you go to therapy. I had a good job in the city of New York. You know, the union had all kinds of perks. And my co-workers, fellow officers, be like, why don't you just go to the union? They got that. I'm like, they do? Don't they take union dues out your paycheck every day on bi-weekly? If you don't use that union, I'm like, I didn't know they had that. They got lawyers that, man. But, you know, they have all kinds of after-marital therapy. And, you know, it was just really cool. Divorce therapy, all kinds of shit. Your health insurance may pay for it, and if they ain't got to pay but the co-payment for divorce therapy, oh man. But the point I remember most therapists was like, well, just focus on the good times too. That is very important. I'm just a regular person. I'm a celebrity, but well, my man celebrates me. But you know what I'm saying? Focus on your when he feel like it was much better in the beginning. Y'all don't y'all think the beginnings are beautiful? I wrote a book while I started. I ain't finished it. You know what I mean? Started books. That should be a whole anthology. My son, you listening to this? Publish all my starts. Yeah, but that one was titled "Beautiful Beginnings." And I was writing and flown in writer's block. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, because a bunch of beautiful beginnings. Yeah, because y'all knows how each relationship is beautiful in the beginning. What the fuck go wrong when it gets seasoned? Oh, jeez. No shade to you, Papa Bear. Our beginning was beautiful. He made me feel like I look like Beyonce. And I told him like you treat me like I look like Beyonce. He was like, don't compare yourself, baby. I'm like, no, I'm not comparing it, but I have a healthy sense of reality on what they present as reality in this world. All this for me? Y'all read the memoir. Now, 12 years later, he don't abuse me or anything, but it's just seasoned. It's just Say it, T, you know. Never mind. Like, girl, it's just about you or Bobby Brown. When you get back to the movie, my Melanites could be saying that shit. Like, girl, I see what the haters are. Girl, if you don't get back to Bobby Brown. But no, but Melanites sub because they already know the path. They know the rhythm of my flow, you know. So anyone complaining cannot be a subby. I would be very, hey Nessa girl, hey Deborah, I'd be very, hey T, I'd be very, hey Rhonda girl, I'd be very shocked if a subby is annoyed and they already know the flavor of my flow. I told you, you seen Timbaland beat for Aaliyah, that Aaliyah song. This, somebody said this to me in person in real life, not on the video. Well, this is real life, but you know, this is a cyber world. They was like, you talk like that beat. What's that beat Aaliyah song? Not Resolution. Wait. Well, Timbaland gave her that choppy beat. Never mind. I've been described in person to my face that my speech pattern and rhythm flow is of that beat. And Timbaland the Pisces. Shout out to Timbaland. Okay, now, I'm going to the notes because I remember what I said. It was so good. Oh, yeah, Teddy Riley. I was in the St. Nick Projects. Ex-homie. She from there. Her family is there. Shout out to Keisha, Libra. Keisha, I wonder if you're still down here. That'd be so cool to run the Keisha in the supermarket. But, yeah, I hung out in St. Nick a lot, too. So, I don't even know how they found that project. Okay, the props, too. The prop crew, y'all the shit. Y'all the shit. I'm going, I don't want to rag on casting and not forget the, I think I was talking about, remember the good shit. Yeah, that's the counselor. After divorce, don't just focus on the negative shit that led to the divorce. Also focus on, that's the proof of a balanced brain. Left brain, right brain, balance. If you got to focus on the shit at all, force yourself to recall good shit too, not just the bad shit. That's what the divorce therapist was saying. You know what I'm saying, back in the day. When I was working, I had good health insurance. Don't y'all miss your healthy stint? Well, yeah, we probably get young and probably healthy now, but you know when you all my good health insurance, it was good, but still co-payment was $25. I was like, goddamn. But in any event, certain places, some $30, some $30. What the fuck? I ain't make too many appointments there. But yeah, group therapy, regular therapy, it was fun. I guess I used to like to look at Bob Newhart growing up and shit. Even Felix Lunga had a group therapy. Oh God, TV from the 70s and 80s. Anywho, most shows at all. Yeah, fuck all that thinking about that drug shit with Whitney. And she done told the other blonde. You know, I was on the plane with the blonde chick, Katie Couric, and we made eye contact too. I don't know. I think the people I was with, somebody was like, because you got to walk through. They seat first class first, and you got to walk through first class to get to your coach, which is no shame because I like my coach bag, my coach cute pocketbook, and my coach seat. It's all clean. It's all clean. You know what I'm saying? And I got through my baby Lysol spray my seats down and shit. Go and sit down and order me a drink, okay? But I'm always around spiritual, metaphysical people, and they was like, well, they make a big deal out of first class. If the plane goes down nose first, they'll get hit first or something. She said, or and you know, metaphysics like hold your energy, you know, hold your crystal, because they think it's some kind of ritual that they make the so-called nobodies feel like nobodies, but the so-called somebodies pull energy from the public, from the I don't want to make this too metaphysically deep. So she's like, yo, make sure you got your crystals, hold this, say this in your mind when you walk through first class, fuck them. So I must have been chuckling or something, and then I was like, oh shit, that blonde looked familiar, and I looked back, and we made eye contact, and she looked back, and she looked, I was like, oh shit, ain't she from the news or some shit? And I was like, I think that's Diane Sawyer. Yeah, we was on the plane together. Why am I saying that? They look up all Diane Sawyer's past. Look up her flight to the... I'm just a nobody. I ain't got no following to the big what's called Big Brother. Do you see my sub count? Do you see my comment section? I am just a chubby nobody. Okay, no, I am the threat to no one. I know you're like, girl, you know they hate truthers. They don't care if you have a following. Rich, like all truthers annoy them. Okay. Or just thinking outside their prescribed box. Anywho, yeah, so that interview there when she was with Diane Sawyer, she said, what's the question, how she want to be remembered? That endeared me to her too. Somebody else asked her, how would you like to be remembered? She said, people will remember you how they want to. I said, Nippy, you ain't never lied. The way the ego is doggone wired, child, please. You know, wired and weird is an anagram. Look at it. Do the Soul Train word scramble. Wired and weird is an anagram. Shout out to Lord am I saying it right? Lord Osinio Kai. I miss him. Where did he go? People tend to do their YouTube stint and then they out. But I'm like, will they come back at some point in the future? When they just like never come back. Yeah, they leave their channel up, and that is the gift to the public. Like if you have 10,000 action, you're here to gift the public with something. You know, leave your imprint. Also study your solar and lunar eclipse and see. You have to do that anyway as a gift to the earth for having a body, a vessel. Why am I giving these gems away like I'm on the phone with a client? Okay, listen. All right, now, and it won't be all this way eccentric if you get a reading from me. People like, oh, she got clients? And she's like this on the phone? No. It's calm. As calm as calm can get. Some people want all the goodies they can get for that 1 hour. $72 an hour, 3 questions, astro-based, card-based replies, okay? Yeah, so, yeah, I think that's what I was closed off at before. I was trying to remember. Stop that. Stop thinking of a person's negative. I'm not telling adults what to do. You grown, you know, handle your marbles as you want to handle them. But at least study your own marbles. You know, get your Psych 101 on yourself. All that great music, A Star Left Behind, in this case, Nippy, and all you can do is focus on the drugs or her marriage to Bobby. Why the fuck? Why? Now, I wasn't into her music too tough either, and I feel enormously guilty. What? I gotta study Pluto and Scorpio. That rules birth and death, Scorpio and Pluto and all that. Why? I didn't think to listen to any Whitney's other music till after she made the transition. Like with some appreciation, I probably would have been the one in the 90s too. I was in my 20s. I probably would have been one boon at the Soul Train Music Awards up there in the balcony with them. I just wasn't into her. After You Give Good Love, I was in high school. Even how that song was introduced to me. I was walking. Me and Taj. I think I named her Taj in my memoir. Libra. We were walking eastbound. Came out to school. I think, what was he going to Blimpies? Getting a sandwich? I'm not sure. But we was walking eastbound, and a car came down the street playing it. And Taj knew the words. She knew it. As much as I used to stay up late at night and look at hot tracks and all that. And we ain't looked at no MTV in the hood back then till they've got Run DMC on that bitch, okay? Maybe you catch Michael Jackson here and there. But also, my aunt's husband, my uncle, sister, shout out to you, Thelma. Oh, Lord, did I just say her name? Well, there must be millions of Thelmas in the world. She a doctor. Shout out to you. Oh, my heavens. Y'all read a memoir about her because, well, kids are very impressionable. I looked up to my aunt back then. Never mind, y'all read the memoir. But I remember not even wanting to give her a chance, thinking, you know, she was of Oreo cookie ilk, and but looking at MTV with those Caucasian music, and she knew that. I'm like, you know this shit? They lived by Lincoln Center, right behind it, the projects back there. Why am I saying all that? Read the memoir. But we spent the night. Did my cousin Shauna? Her name is Shauna in the memoir. Did she spend the night tonight? It felt like I was the only one in the room with Thelma at the time. But she knew all that Caucasian music. I'm like, what the fuck? And but her trying to, you know, teach me the lyrics, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's not half bad. Then I met my husband, he's born in Brooklyn but raised in Long Island, Suffolk County, like way out there, Coram. He knew Caucasian, he knew hip hop too. He's a producer, but he knew Caucasian music too. I'm like, how the fuck you know this shit? He said, I'm raised in Suffolk County, chubby. No, back then he called me Tangy. The pet names for us went over, you know, we was together 10 years. They would change over the years. So, Tangy said it smelled like tangerines. It was probably some oil. I had orange oil from the Muslims, and I blended sometime. Never mind, y'all listen. You know, I wonder if they still make the orange oil. When I get to Brooklyn again, I'm going to get me some oil. Okay, listen to me. The oils, you know what I'm saying? I get my own little blends. And this before I even got into doing candles and other stuff. Leo, you buy him a new toy. Do y'all hear that speedless running cat? You hear it? And he got to get his exercise, but good Lord. Yeah, he carrying on cutting the plum full with him. Anyway, I get to the point. When I feel like getting to the point, hey, Tricks and D-Tricks. Okay. Well, how did I get to oil and quorum like that? What the fuck? How did I even get to Thelma? What? The point is, I wasn't checking for that Whitney Houston. After You Give Good Love to Me, baby. Cause she, blessings be upon your spirit. Cause she, that was it. That was that one song, one and done. I wasn't even in, my name is not Susan. I wasn't even into that. And I love Moni Love. full-hearted love her, okay? She's a Cancer. Love Moni. The Hood wasn't into that song. The Hood was finished after You Give Good Love. That's it. And I worked at Ticketmaster. Well, I'm giving up all my shit. What's in the memoir? Did I do Memoir Mondays? What's today? Oh my heavens, y'all. Did I do Memoir Mondays for my Patreons? It don't feel like it did. Today is a Wednesday. Oh my heavens, forgive me, Patreons. I gotta do a Memoir Monday on a Wednesday. Oh my heavens, I don't think I did it. Forgive me, Patreons. Anyway, now I gotta remember where I left off at. I think it was my virginity. But I think I'll figure it out. Because I can listen to the last Memoir Monday towards the end and see. Hold on. Anywho. So, that was it. Yeah, we didn't fool no Whitney Houston in the Hood. And back then, ironically, we thought she was an Oreo cookie. After, Color Me, no, what's the show called? Color, Living Color. After they did the skit, the parody of Rhythmless Nation. And don't get mad at the Hood. We were in our 20s, we were young ourselves, in late teens. After Living Color did that parody with her, we really wasn't fooling with her. No. It just not from my girly crew in the Hood. Not being mean or anything. She just wasn't a thought. When she married Bobby Brown, the Hood loved her again. Like, oh shit, she chose Bobby. Word. Maybe she down. We just assumed she was an Oreo cookie. We didn't know that Clive Davis packaged her and she was, back then they said the A&Rs and the label would work with you and build you and package you how they want to present you to the public. I'm not saying that's bad or good, but that was you could look this up your daggone self. Look at all the unsungs. They would package you. So for some reason, we just thought that she was a natural Oreo cookie. I don't even know we knew she was from Jersey back then. It just wasn't a thing. If she was on TV, you would turn the channel. You just didn't care to tune in. Now, I did catch her beauty. Very beautiful. That smile, wide, pretty, incandescent. I said, her smile, you can't buy that. Oh, the gods in the heavens gave her that smile. That smile was gorgeous. The voice is good. But we didn't identify with her. We didn't relate to her after You Give Good Love. There's another song. Mary J. Blige mentioned that song in an interview. I was like, I never even heard about that. This is how removed. My mom didn't play in the house. My older brother DJ'd a lot. He didn't play her. Parties we went to, it just wasn't played. Now, Quiet Storm in New York, WBLS and Kiss, they play their Quiet Storm. You trying to get to sleep, they would play that You Give Good Love. Yeah, they surely would. And every now and again, they would play the other one, I Believe the Children Are Our Future. They play that on the late night tip. But you're trying to get some sleep, especially me, because I'm a nocturnal insomniac from way back, okay? Did that rhyme? It did. Mommy think I'm sleeping. I got the headphones in the TV. You can plug it in a cute little 13-inch black and white. I had in my room. I had the cute 4-poster bed. Mom, thank you, Mom. I had a cute little bedroom. And I'm on. I got you can put the TV in the bed under the covers with the head looking at the late night show. So you know what I'm saying. So to say I ain't even listen to the Quiet Storm all the daggone time. I'm looking at TV under the covers. Late for school like a motherfucker. Oh, that's me. Late night, that Carrie. Remember Carrie? Oh, shit. When she did that shit at the prom, leave people the fuck alone. Okay? Shit. Late night, Alfred Hitchcock. That's me under covers with cookies and fucking 13-inch TV. Do you see what I'm saying? That's a piece of artwork, too. But how would the artist, don't buy it. I don't know, will the artist be listening to this? But how will unless he can get the light to come through the blanket. Because how can you see the little girl under the covers looking at TV with cookies? Oh, I would pay for that art. That is with the 4-poster bed, my little rug. Oh, yeah, I always had my own room when we got to Queens. My brother always was kicked out, ran the street when we was in Harlem. I had my own room in Harlem, too. Y'all read the memoir. Mommy did love her firstborn, but what is with the firstborn and the parentage? And y'all read the memoir. But anywho, they better now. Maturity, evolving. But and me and my firstborn too. I love my baby. And I'm like, what is hierarchy? Octavia Butler in her book Hierarchy, she wrote about the hierarchy of humans. I digress, which I'll do, okay. But anywho, yeah, the Hood didn't embrace her. Y'all just think it's the Soul Train That's what I said. They must have invited the hood to the Soul Train Awards back then and up in the balcony. They had to have. And it just, I don't know. Bobby Brown made the hood. I finally identified with her. We was like, if she chose him, she a real one. Even I read Cedric the Entertainer's memoir, Real Ass Nigga. No, A Grown Ass Man. That's just he a Taurian. Oh my goodness. Oh, it must be fun being married to him. His wife. He said her name in the book. It began with an L. He took her someplace in France beginning with the L because never mind. What a fun-filled read. And I won't earn the plug nickel, okay? I don't know him or the publishers. But in that book, he said, I recall his saying the same thing. Like, no, after Whitney chose him, she was in our good graces. I'm paraphrasing, but that I was like, oh shit, him too? I'm telling you. Neptune rules the hood, and she got that Pisces on the ascendant. Listen, and I don't think she chose Bob. That's what makes it so organically wholesome. She chose that nigga because she loved him. She was on his dick, okay? Bobby was that nigga in the 80s. What the fuck? Y'all see them dance moves? And the whole video for My Prerogative, they did the whole shit, okay? But my thing is just give us a clip, because when you do it like try to do it verbatim for the shit, from the shit, the band, the singers, the dancers, they got that shit down pat, not down pat, but it makes you crave the real thing. Remember I told you that tea last night? I'm like, well, why don't you just give us a clip of this and move on to the next fucking scene for the movie? Because this will just make you hunger for the real shit. No, this beautiful Cuban zirconians, okay? But this video, they're going to give us a whole shit. This is the Cuban zirconian model. I got that from Godfrey. When he said black people in Canada, he said that's the diet version of watered down black people from Canada. Godfrey, I love you, Cancer. Godfrey, what we going to do with him? Oh, so you're going to give us a Cuban zirconian. No, you give us the whole shit. People are, well, the fuck, just give us a clip. Now we craving the real thing. Did I not come home and look up the real My Prerogative video? Because then you want the diamond version. And gave us the Cuban zirconian. No, the CZ. No, I want the diamond now. That motherfucking video was the shit. Bobby, and how he rocking in the elevator. Oh, I mean, he didn't even wait to get on stage. He didn't even do that shit. And that's such an Aquarian thing. My Prerogative is an Aquarian fucking thesis. The Aquarians dance to the beat of their own fucking drum, okay? Ooh, only an Aquarius could write My Prerogative. Even when he was working with the Terry Lewis, my ex-hubby met them too. Terry Lewis, they was cool to Mickey. Did I just say his name? They was cool to him. You know what I'm saying? He said all the producers always, was ingratiating with him when he met them. Different new music seminar, Billboard Awards, and all this, and his lawyer fought for it. Y'all read the memoir. But one producer, Mickey, you know what producer? He was like, nah, I don't like it. I said, well, he's a Libra. Your sign and his sign is a quincux. He said, I don't do that astrology. I know that astrology shit, Chubby. I don't want to feel in that cat. And then when listen to DOS Effects document. Why am I? Never mind. I'm back to the movie. The movie review. Per my rhythm in review. Okay. Wasn't that the name of the show? Was that sound like a rhythm in review? There. Don't that ring a bell? If you're my age and older. In the event, y'all. So Bobby, listen to me while you're cooking, driving, bubble bath, doing gardening work. You get headphones, you do your outside doing your yard work. Okay? Yeah, please. I'm not something you listen to while you just want a quick video to see. No. I don't do ADDs. That should be my channel art. No ADDs allowed. Or I'm gonna find some cute little. I like my lavender. I love lavender tea. But yeah, no. If you're an artist, give me a prohibited sign with the ADD in the middle and that red little round circle and the thingy to slap. Yeah, just no attention deficit disorders on this channel, please. Ooh. Anywho, so now that would be some cute channel. I should get the channel when revamp. I'm gonna look for that. Okay, listen to me now. Go down. Listen if you want to. I need an outlet for Papa get back. You probably, I wish Papa come on, get back and get off the video. Bullies or something else. So I'm back to the notes. Yeah, oh God, did Bobby not rock that shit? The actor did good, but Bobby, you yourself must look at your old videos. Yes, you can get natural high off of watching your old shit. That fucking My Prerogative is sheer perfection. Don't Be Cruel video was cool too. All that shit, his dancing videos. My prerogative is the shit. I could do just and what he's saying. Leave me the fuck alone. Why can't I be just? I want to be and breathe and be me. Why the fuck is being me a crime? What the fuck? Because you're insecure and you have no natural rhythm. It's the millions he must have generated for these record labels. The millions, all melanated artists generated for record labels, and they still get treated fucking horribly, some of them. Put all your grandkids through college through my talent, and you still could turn around and say foul shit. Oh, Bobby, my heart, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I think I'm talking about Taj, when she met him on her reality show. He was kind to her. Yeah, that endeared me to Bobby. Endeared me. Whitney became endeared to Whitney when she married you. And she got sold. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. She was packaged. You know what I'm saying? But that voice, impeccable. Beautiful, okay? That's what I think about. I think about the talents that they aim to present to the public when I think about them. For the most part. We're talking about 98%, okay? What they did at home, you give them love for that. Media. They ain't trying to force the cocaine on you. So what the fuck? That's what people do. They just want to look for your flaws. Oh, you ain't perfect. You ain't perfect. Nobody, I didn't fucking say I was perfect, bitch. You're fucking ferreting out my flaws. If somebody ferret out your flaws, you have a fucking fit. We're not talking about me. We talking about you. No, we. W-E ain't a motherfucking factor. We ain't a we. The fuck? I know you like that. The fuck? I need not be a celebrity. The fuck? Now, I came to these motherfucking 10th house parts to present my daggone wares, which is my book. I'm not here to interview with you with some fuck shit. That's why I like memoirs written by regular people who ain't got to go through this bullshit, okay? I like the celebrity memoirs too, but did y'all read Todd Bridges' memoir? I'm a memoir addict, okay? When he went through I'm like, Todd Bridges went through all this goddamn racism? What the fuck? Some Caucasian mother hitting him. And Todd Bridges' mother is saying one person charges against her. That's an assault on a child. A minor is against the law. And the cop's going to tell Todd Bridges' mother, well, she was defending her son. No, she's an adult hitting a minor. That's taking the law into your own hands. What do you mean defending her son? I'm not allowed to hit her kid. You know, a white kid, male too. She didn't say that, but did y'all know? No wonder Todd turned to the drugs himself. What the fuck? Listen to me. Y'all get into memoirs, okay? If you want to, if you love reading, I do. All right, now, yeah, so the first baby mother wanted him to be responsible, and rightfully so, but he was young. Okay, and he got shot at the party. Now, in the book, Bobby, when you got shot, I got to reread it. I got the impression you were running. Like, wasn't it like outdoors you were running and you got shot? But he said after, you know, if you could survive it, after that, he said his dancing, you know, of course, after he healed in the hospital, whatever, but that's Pluto, Bobby. He said his dancing became much, much better after the shooting. I'm like, that ain't nobody but Pluto. Bobby, that ain't nobody but Pluto, okay? Yeah, but he said, yeah. And also at the party, you could tell that's jealousy too, with, the guy bothering him. He was dancing with Kim, which would be his second baby mother. And he said, oh, you didn't choose Ronnie and Ricky. That colorism thing was big back then. Back then, light-skinned guys with curly hair, the lighter the better was the shit. In the 80s, not for me. I had an auntie. You read about her teaching me about melanin and what that was in the 80s. And my mom, too, talk about what thank gosh, if they really knew what melanin is. I'm like, even if you don't have a scientific book to study it, you can tell by the sun. The sun favors the more melanin, the better. The sun is giving you clues. What the sun do to their skin is different what it do to our skin. You say if they don't put that sunblock on, oh, shit. You see what I'm saying? The sun give you a clue. The sun gave me a clue to go on and love that melanated skin. I don't know what people saying. Let me see what the sun is saying, okay? Well, that's a book title. See what the sun is saying. Don't buy it. Okay, now. Pardon me, y'all. I need tea. Yeah, a book to celebrate melanin. I feel, oh God, I'm always coming out with a cold. Take my vitamin C. I feel cloggy. Did I have dairy? I did have dairy. Oh, I had strawberry shortcake. Why did I do that? You know how you stay away from dairy for a long time? Then you're like, oh, this won't hurt. This is a little strawberry shortcake. Oh, strawberry. Sure enough, kicking my cakey ass. Oh, hold on. Was that vulgar? Was that gauche? I don't want to be gauche. Hold on. Oh, that water's so refreshing. I feel it in my sinuses. Oh, shrug. I gotta get my neti pot. But you know, there's different type of salt. Can you put any kind of salt water in your neti pot? Your saline? I should text Papa to bring home the I think it's specialized salt for your nettle pot, right? I used to stop at Home Depot and get me that salt for the not Home Depot, Whole Foods, and get the salt for my neti pot. Y'all don't give a shit. No. Leo, please, I'm already a little under the weather, baby. I know you're a cat and you're doing cats still by design, but can you play over there? Come on now, baby. My sinuses, y'all hear it? Y'all don't give a shit. Okay, now, yeah. Hi, baby. Here's your mommy love. Hi, Leo. Here's your honey, baby boy. Don't jump your ass up here. Go. I need my space. Go. I love you, but I need space. Okay, you love me back. Give me space. Okay, ready? All right, now, what I gonna say? Yeah, so in the book, that shot scene is much more detailed. Okay, y'all check that part out in the book. And your Teddy Riley's St. Nick Projects history there. Teddy Riley Libra. Teddy is a legend too. But let me tell you something, Teddy and Guy. Shout out to my ex-friend Siobhan. We used to go to Studio 54 every Thursday night. Second owner. Don't think first owner. I wish, though. I'm not old enough. That's my mama scene. I think Mom and her friends went there once or twice. She would tell you, Mom got a great story. We still got to write her memoir. But Mommy was so pretty, too. Aesthetically, she's still beautiful inside out. Just, oh my heavens. But that afro, her earrings, that demure, just sexy without knowing that you're beautiful and sexy. All those are the sexiest type. Don't Makai Pfeiffer. Oh. We're going to get to him in a minute, ladies, y'all. I got 3-hour clips on there. I talk as long as the hell of 3 hours per minute, okay? Y'all can click off. Listen to me in doses. Well, shout out to Kim. Not Kim in the movie. Kim the Sad. You know you are. She's like, Yachty, we love you, but we got to take you in small doses. You're in the quiet taste. Small doses. I'm like, but you are sad. She said, I know. Now when we out and about having fun, I love you. But when you want to stay home and chill, small doses. You're a big spirit. Every friend I had said, you're overwhelming. You're a big spirit. I'm like, I don't mean to be. I know it's harmless. I know, but I got to put on either. What is it? That's another one. You got to smoke a blunt. I got to be blunted out. I got to prepare myself for Yachty. I got to prepare myself. It takes time to psychologically prep for your visit. I'm like, but you invited me. I know I invited you, but I got to get myself mentally ready. I smoke a blunt, drink some wine, I be ready. What the heck? And I could be sober as a Cootie Brown. I'm like, shout out to Kai. I'm like, well, what am I doing? I think it's eccentric. Y'all don't know my natal chart. Nobody knows the natal chart I bring. Nobody knows the aspects in me. And y'all probably like, well, hell, are you high now? Well, the mugwort, you know. The blend. Oh, now the AC's back on. That feels good. How you like that AC, babe? Let me throw the ball. You can't get the ball. Oh, that feels good. Because it cuts off and on. Do y'all AC cut off and on? I guess they want to help save energy and save the bill. Hold on. Now they cut the fan on. Did I cut the fan on? I did, yo. It was way over. Wait, I didn't put. Hold on, baby. He like when I throw that shit. You know when people throw something, you go after it. That's like animal. Because when you have a cat or dog, you throw something, they go after it. The cat just plays with it where it's at. The dog will bring it back to you. Oh, Anubis and wait. Oh shit! I just thought about something with karma and the Anubis and the Sag. You throw it, they bring it back to you. I'm gonna do a karma video, y'all. Something just don't. Epiphanies, you know. Do y'all get epiphany eruptions? Because the cat will play with the thing you threw there, but the dog will bring it back for the most part. And karma, what you threw comes back, but what the fuck? And dog in the medicine cards, that's loyalty. 14 Carter. Y'all, I just had an epiphany. I'm going to do a whole separate karma video. I've been meaning to do a karma video ever since my science teacher. Shout out to Professor, what was it? Professor Brown? I forgot his name. I know he got his PhD in 3 years. And I'm like, word? Because I worked, don't take 10 to 5 years to get that shit. 3 years? Yeah, he's smart as the Hootie Brown. He was talking about rain and condensation, the way he was describing rain. And he a science teacher in college, so I'm like, and kept describing the rain and clouds and I said, oh shit, that's karma. That ain't nothing but karma. Energy, just direction. And they're gonna say karma's not here. Oh, I can't wait to do the video. Let me do it. Ain't gonna be today. Hell, getting through this Bobby Brown shit. Okay. All right, now, not shit. You know what I'm saying? Figurative. Well, Bobby, you know, Bobby, the hell you done been through. So the movie opens up with his friend getting killed over the bike. That's in the book too. And just to see that so young, that I think that heart in his heart waxed cold over that. And definitely a prep for life, for the coldness of life. You know what I'm saying to you? But always had that, he must have that machismo, that magnetism. Oprah even spoke about that magnetism when she sat next to him. Like to see him dancing on TV and all that, but sitting next to him, you know what I mean? She probably felt the sexy 110 when he went on her show. The whole crew went on the show. But the reason it was said Bob didn't get along with Bobby at first, and it's Aquarius. Bobby, listen to the Aquarian season. If you don't have an astrologer on the secret payroll, the covert payroll, I think most of these stores got psychics. One of my teachers, she won't tell. It's like some sort of secret initiation. But I guess that's the trust. You hire her. No, she don't tell your business. Never. To the grave, okay? And I'm her one prodigy. I'm like, what? You can't tell me? No, I can't. Oh, shit. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of them has, I'm not saying you, Bobby, but a lot of them do hire secret astrologers and psychics on their team. And some of them want you to just work for them. That is the fuck it. No one else. They don't want you talking about the shit with anyone else. But they pay you well, so you can hold that, you know what I'm saying? You hold that secret. You hold that daggone confidence, you know what I'm saying? To your grave. I don't know, they probably do sign contracts, but, you know what I'm saying? I heard Oprah. Y'all read the Oprah book by Katie Kelly? You work for her. It's a gag order to your grave. They don't give a shit if you get fired, quit. They don't give a shit. Gag order to the grave. Can you pay somebody to be a gag order to the grave? I'm like, I can't talk about it even if you fire me. I can see if I can't talk about it if I quit. If you fire me, I can't talk about my damn job here. What the fuck? No, I'm not signing that shit. They're like, okay, we'll pay you $400,000 a year. $400,000 a year? Really? I'm not saying money could buy everything, but $400K a year to keep a gag order to the grave? Well, go on, give me the paperwork. Give me the shit. Give me the shit. No, I'm just saying. But I'm just wondering what could the salary have been at Harpo Studios for gag order to the grave? Damn. What the fuck? Oh yeah, and I don't even know. I ain't no Kitty Kelly fan, but that book, I'll zip through a damn biography. I zip through biographies, autobiographies, and memoirs. Top speed. Regular books, I'll massage it, you know. I'm reading Michael Bennett's book now. His memoir, I'm not finished with it. I don't know if it's memoir-centric or him just talking about the race relations. But I'll get through it, but I don't zip through it like I would a memoir. It's a memoir of an interesting person. And you have to be, you can be like, oh, you just melanated person, people, if there's a non-melanated person, or Oreo cookie, listen, I don't know, no offense, but, no, I read, Ted, I forget his name, I zipped through it too, it was cute, now, he endeared me to him a little bit, because he said the crayon box, the nude crayon is of pale pinkish hue, he said, that's just racist. I never even thought of a crayon being racist. I was like, oh shit, I never looked at it that way. You know how long I've been looking at the nude crayon for years, even when I was a little girl? I'm like, yeah, why would they just say this is what nude look like? What if you melanated? And even Dawn, he's Caucasian saying this in his book. How can I even think of his name? Is it Ted? He had a good show. I didn't watch it all the time. Is it Full House or Family? No, it doesn't even matter. Just right now. Back to Bobby Brown. All right, Yeah, St. Nick Projects, Teddy Riley. That was definitely memories. I think he moved down Virginia Beach. So all I want to zoom, in. You know what I'm saying? Then what? Oh, Makai Fife. Okay, I got this in the notes. And I'm writing in the dark, y'all, so I'm trying to pick up my the legibility of my penmanship. That Makai Pfeiffer. Is he a Sag? I know he from Harlem too. Y'all, don't y'all just look at Paid in Full movie again just for him? Oh. Don't you cry like a baby bitch when he get oh. Whew. Chocolate Makai Pfeiffer. Don't you look at soul food just for him, ladies? Just if you're like, oh, he gained weight. I don't give a fuck. He's still fine as fuck. But let me tell you what deterred me. I don't know. Ironically, he was married to that pretty chocolate sister. I can't think of her name. Gosh, if I can think of a movie she's in, I'll tell you in a minute. She was in plenty of movies, and I'm drawing a blank. The chocolate slim sister. Why I can't think of that one movie and she was in plenty. Anyway, but reportedly, this is all hearsay because I didn't see the actual interview. I've read the article. But a friend, I think this friend was a Sag too, this former friend. Her name be Tamara in my memoir. She was like, no, I read an article or something on her in which she was saying that he wanted to have sex all the time. All the time. I was like, even after the relationship gets seasoned? Now, it's a lot in the beginning because you celebrating love, new love. You celebrating the potential of us. You celebrating his potential. There's a whole lot to celebrate when you just meet somebody and it's sparks and chemistry. That's a lot to celebrate. Okay, physically celebrate, if you get my... So, it's a whole lot in the beginning, but I'm like, he still want a whole lot after it's seasoned? I don't get that now, y'all. I don't get it. No, because I'm only horny twice a month. And then I'm scared to do a thing because that's when you can get pregnant. Bring out the birth control on fleek. You know what I'm saying? You're horny for a reason, for procreative reasons, okay? I was supposed to say pre-production, that bitch. You know what I mean? No shame. But yeah, so after it's seasoned, you're no longer celebrating the potential of us because the potential of us is already clear. Probably met the plateau of the potential. So we're in a seasoned union. What the hell, nigga, if you don't get up off me with this bullshit, what's wrong with you? I'm not feeling it. No, I don't want to do it. Some people now, some wives do it out of duty. One friend told me she called it maintenance. You know, just for maintenance. You get busy for maintenance? No. I'm getting busy because I actually want to get busy. I'm not, no. Fuck no. Okay, maybe it was his birthday. Maybe an anniversary, and you know. Or it's my birthday and the gift was just that dope. But just to do it. I didn't get it young. I didn't get that young to just have sex just for sex sake. I didn't get it young, and I don't get it old. Like, why? No pun. Yeah, I know about my celibacy for years now. I'm like, I just don't understand. The rationale was having sex just to have sex. I've heard people having sex because they're bored. Sex out of boredom. What have you conceived? Would that be a boring personality you're conceiving? Oh, no. If I'm getting busy, I am celebrating. Or you see how celibate sounds like celebrate? That's for a reason. You know how to study etymology. I still study etymology and anagrams and all this and all that. Celibate, celebrate. So if you're not celebrating, I'm celibate. What the fuck? Child. And then I'm from old school Harlem. The older ladies and sisters used to tell us, if you are broke, meaning fiat broke, cash, which I call cash, you better not be breaking them legs open. I don't understand broke hoes. This is what the elders would say. These are women. I'm a teenager hearing this shit. What the fuck is the concept behind a broke hoe? What's it, Ricky? Like, I'm not celebrating prostitution or anything like that, but maybe it's Harlem hustlers and money. I'm 80s Harlem. We moved to Queens. I still came back uptown to family house and chilled in Harlem. Okay, this is what you hear around you. Product of your environment. This is what you hear. So if you have no fiat, you shouldn't be fucking. That's what I heard. So money issues, you should have a tight coochie. That's why. Tight pocketbook, figurative and literative. Literative, is that a word? Literally, whatever. You know what I mean? Now, how I got on this topic in this bitch way? Oh, I wish I could rewind and see how I segue. Oh, my son is good with computers. When he come visit, I'm gonna ask him to do a video of just he ain't got patience to sit through that shit. I probably pay him. Look, you got to pay your son. Yes, and I want to. He needs to figure out for his expertise, skills. Okay, but I should do a video just how I segue from my own Psych 101 reasons. Like, how does it segue to the? No, never mind. That would be a cute little fun-filled video for me. I know I can't please you, Hatrix and Dietrix, but just a video of all of not the whole shit of the whole shit. You know how they did the whole thing for my prerogative? What? Y'all, we need to see the whole video. Just a clip. I'm sitting there singing "Ain't Nothing." If you prompt me and inspire me to start singing Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye, ain't nothing like the real thing. Oh, Marvin. Don't you love how she say, "Oh, Marvin"? I said, when I was little, in the 60s and 70s, mommy played that music in the house. In Harlem, mommy played all the secular stuff. This is part of life, everyday life. Don't need to be a party, cleaning up, cooking, baking cakes, whatever she's doing in the house. This is music is in your house. Either she playing the vinyl or it's on the radio. As Immortal Technique said, it used to be on the radio. It was on the radio. It sure was. Oh, the good old days with music. We moved to Queens. She was gotten to Andre Crouch. She got more into Christianity. So it was gospel in the house. And my older brother commandeered a lot of her vinyl, as did my ex-husband. Mickey, did you return all them albums? I know he was like, yeah, I did. You was in Mommy Library, too, with books, too. Did you return those? Yeah, Mommy had a wealth of music and books and in any event. Hi, Mom. Love you. Anyway, I'm parched. Pardon that, y'all. I'm getting sleepy. So I ain't got to bed 3-something in the morning, y'all. Got it from Tanya's. Studied up on the internet. Anywho, so yeah, so Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye should not come to mind while I'm looking at my prerogative producers. I'm like, dude, they don't need the whole damn video. They probably had so much fun with it. You know what? And the production to reenact that was probably pricey. Okay, my bad. Because you got to get the car, the elevator, to get that production staged like that. And the extras. I was an extra. I met Ice-T like that. Oh, God. Y'all read the memoir. Shout out to Ice-T. If you kind to me, you can do no wrong. Eye contact and completely present. And then I'm oblivious, like, is this strawberry pie? We was all into strawberry pie and rhubarb tart pie. Rhubarb nasty as hell, y'all. Before I looked in his eyes, I said, oh, shit. And then he could see my face go from regular casual banter that I don't know if I thought he was another extra. Why is he sitting over there where we would be sitting? They had craft services. Never mind, because y'all going to go looking for me in clips of old school New York undercover and shit. Leon. Okay. I got cut out the Wu-Tang. Oh, no, oh, gosh, no. Let me shut up. But I've been edited out certain things. I need not be a public figure. They've been one of them directors. Can you give me the did you throw away your editor? Can we see how she looked in the 90s? How crazy, yeah. Never mind. But yeah, Ice-T was so kind that day. He was. He's an Aquarius. That's what this got to do with it, like Bobby Brown Aquarius. But the look of recognition, when he looked at me, he just smiled. Like, shit, she didn't even know this was me. Sitting next to her all this time, man. Talking about pie. That's what I use that moment for. Goddamn pie. Like, I know how to bake it. The key is to keep the thing. Full-on conversation, fucking cherry pie that was rhubarb. Missed opportunity. I could have gave him, I was still married at the time. I gave him Mike's information. Oh, Lord, that just say my husband. My ex-husband. Ooh. What's the common name? I could have gave all the information to Ice-T for my ex-husband. I'm sitting there, and he had business cards. I'm told, damn pie. I'm such a foodie. Oh. But it's such the sensitivity, the innocence of that dialogue with the icon. He was damn near semi-iconic then. And to sit over with us, the commoners, that's an Aquarius, humanitarian. Sure enough. Okay, now, back to Bobby Brown. The Bobby Brown story that aired on BET last night, the 4th of September. Then he picked a Virgo. See, Bobby got that Virgo moon. Bobby, you picked the date for the movie? Be mindful of when they drop things. Music used to come out on Tuesdays back in the days. Y'all remember? They still do. With this streaming thing out. But they still would stream on a certain day according to, from what I was told, the aspects in the cosmos, the stars, if you will. Stars, celebrity. See? We all made up of that star material there. that look at Lauryn Hill live on when she's in Jersey, and she said everybody in here is a star. I said she knows. That Neil deGrasse Tyson, see his videos, he try to talk about astrology is bunk. Who told you to say that, Neil? Your Libra ass. And act like a Libra too. You see what I'm saying? So he was interviewing with some Caucasian. The Caucasian said to him, "Are you a Libra?" I'm sure he probably looked up the birthday, but you know, but then he said, "Yeah, you act like one." Now I ain't dissing. I love Libra. I love air. How we think, Ruth's thinking. What the fuck? Okay, now breathe in oxygen. We all need airs in the ocean. There's oxygen in the ocean, oxygen in the soil, and fire needs air to stay aflame. Air is the only independent element. Y'all gonna listen to Aquarians and keep rising to the top. Ain't no. Okay, here we go. Okay, back to back to it. Makai Pfeiffer. That's where I was at. Let Me Be Me. Yeah, Bobby, I wrote that down because it reminded me similar of a title to one of Whitney's documentaries. Let Me Be Me. And I think that's why she loved him so. He let her be her. Aquarius. Oh, the acceptance of each other. But I still wonder if somebody was throwing some juju. What would make Willie D say that? Like, I send them love. He knows they need that extra, you know what I'm saying? Because to disintegrate like that, like somebody was doing some shit. Man, I'm glad I got the spiritual buddies I got, okay? I ain't got to wonder about shit. I just put a fucking phone call in. You see what I'm saying? Okay. But back to Makai Pfeiffer. Oh, chocolate. Boy, wonder. Ooh. Well, I know it's Pete Rock, but his slogan. Ooh. I took my Pete Rock. Did y'all hear the CL Smooth? I just mentioned it. That interview, that was good. If y'all old school from my era yet, check that out. Anywho, but Makai. I know he married. Hell, I'm married. But Makai Pfeiffer, ladies. I wonder if it's, but that appetite like that, we seasoned. I've been and got a divorce too. Like, nigga, I'm only horny twice a month. Will you leave me the fuck alone in the other parts of the month, please? And if I decide to acquiesce during the times I am horny, like I feel like you deserve it, or I just want the soul pole, condom up, strap up, nigga, because we don't not procreate anymore. You see what kind of world this is? But yeah, I don't like all that activity once we become seasoned. I just don't. I don't know why. I do know why. I have to be inspired. I have to be sparked to want to do it. Something. I just don't do it just to do it. Do y'all just? I guess people who like sex. Coming to mind now is that argument Samantha had with Charlotte at the table, the restaurant, about promiscuity. Some people just like it. But just to do it, and it's seasoned again because of the newness. But once the novelty wear off, you still want to do it? No, now it's time to cook, bake cookies and cake and pies and food. Nigga, let's get in the kitchen and cook. Keep the house up, you know. It's time to do household shit. You just want to just do it, just to do it. I don't know. Maybe it's why me and ex-husband broke up. I think no, because he didn't want to break up. Y'all read the memoir. I may ask him to give his take, my ex-husband, for one of my past memoirs, from his perspective. You know what I mean? All right, so yeah, let me be okay. What are the notes here? Back to Bobby Brown. Oh, tenderoni, they rock. Which now I remember that incident when he was on stage in Georgia. And the actress they got for that, she had on a different type of sweater. Yeah, that shit was funny. Did y'all not think back when they took him off stage like that? Did y'all think that? Did y'all not think back to Straight Outta Compton movie? Because I'm like, dude, the Ponon really? They back then they did, but do they still go backstage and threaten the artists and just wrangling the First Amendment backstage? Do they still do that? Chill, I don't know. But they allow the songs today to talk about all kinds of killing and drugs and but you can't talk about anything promoting saneness and uplifting music. You know that. You know, sane shit. Just where's the balance? I guess you gotta go search and ferret out those songs. All right, yeah. So I got that. I talked about that. Run with me. The Tenderoni song, my ex-husband too. That was his favorite song for us. And My Prerogative was the shit. My upstate, the hammer pants. Yeah, was shit. Okay, and the guy who shot him called him Gap Tooth. Bobby, about your gap tooth. Study astrology. Venus rules spaces between the teeth, and per my studies, there was whole tribes with gap tooth. You know what I mean? I can't. They said don't trust these DNA things now. Or you know, allegedly giving the DNA off to the courts and the cops without warrant. Just here. So you're paying them for a service that they're gonna abuse like that, allegedly, okay? But if you ever get yours done, Bobby, definitely see if that leads back to the tribes with the gap tooth. The whole family had gap tooth. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, you part of my family, Bobby Brown. Yeah, because we done did the research. All right, so I'm like, why did that guy bring that up? Unless Bobby knows, because he's executive producer. Interesting, because you probably got to clear the script. Bobby may know he comes from that tribe. Sure enough, he may know. Because I'm like, why would they add that to the script? What? Because you beefing? Nobody beefing like that. Well, I'm from New York. Did y'all ever hear that in Beef? With your gap tooth. I'm like, no one brings that up in Beef. Not back then. I don't know. Maybe it was a way Bobby can give homage to the tribe. I don't know. You know, I'm analytical. I go, now let me get to the notes. What's this supposed to say? They didn't highlight the Gumby haircut. Bobby or Denny Mose was in the book, but that turned out to be an accident, y'all. If y'all read the book, and the Aquarius would say keep it like that. They would. Yeah. Something with the razor or something. It's in the book, and then Bobby, look, Denny Mose was a shit, y'all. Harlem, the white t-shirts, that chemical mink blowout. If you're on my Patreon, I tell you more about, the Harlem night I gifted my virginity to, and his dope blowout. Eric Charlie. Did I just say the name? Ooh. But that whole crew, the chemical mink blowout was the shit. Okay, it was the shit. And who I gifted my virginity to was down with that crew that I know of from what observation and what he told me back then in the 80s. But they would go to the Denny Mose. You know what I'm saying? And the clean white t-shirt that they just wear once. I think you just wear it once. Yeah, outside, unless I'm in the house or something. But that would be pricey to stay on top of white t-shirts. Pricey to who? Harlem, baby. Harlem. I'm sitting there talking to him in the 5th floor stairway in high school. I'm like, pricey to whoever keep buying the t-shirts. Like, no, it ain't pricey to us. Just always crisp, clean white t-shirts. White socks, clean. Harlem, baby, 80s. Oh, my goodness. And that one piece, like Brooklyn made like truck jewelry, dookie ropes, and maybe several ropes and just truck jewelry. So probably the Jesus piece and all that. Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Other boroughs, man. Harlem seemed to favor one quality piece, link, heavy piece. One, and maybe solid gold sometimes, you know what I'm saying? They allow you to touch it. You got to add, can I touch it? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm talking to you, my boo. I'm touching. I'm all over you, okay? Then I take it off. You put it on me. Let me wear your chain for the day. Oh, you soft. You gonna let my shit get robbed? Never mind. Y'all read the memoir. I'm like, they ain't gonna take your chain from me. They know it's yours. What the fuck? No, you soft. Fuck you, motherfucker. And be arguing. He kissing, manhandling me in the stairwell. High school shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You gotta be able to secure it. I'm like, they know it's yours. They're gonna take it from me in school. Y'all read the memoir. But anyway, they would be like a heavy piece of gold. It's just, and it's one, and it's classic, and it's stately. And then usually they had that Lazarus piece. That thing caught my eye. Then before I even heard the word Alegba, the name Alegba. Okay, but that one piece with the man and the dog, I was like, that was Harlem, the 80s. Okay, and Denny Mose. I guess Bobby wouldn't probably highlight the Denny Mose, and probably not too tough because he's from Boston. Oh, but I was just waiting, like, oh my shit, he gonna show Denny Mose. He gonna show the whole haircut singing. But the Gumby haircut is iconic in and of itself. thanks to Bobby Brown. Yeah, the high top fade and, you know, salt and them wrapped about it in I'm looking for a brother with the high top fade. That was, oh, shake yo thing. Don't y'all work out to that shit? Do what you want to do. All that Queens, baby. I met both of them kind to me. I'm telling you. They can do no wrong. Salt and pepper. Even Spin was cool. When I did the rice stand, there was a sister circle thing. She had a beautiful shop over there on Springfield. Never mind, I read the memoir. But no, love those sisters. Okay, ego tripping. Not my thing. Why wrote that lyric? All these strange relationships. Oh, Aquarius, yeah. Because ego is more Leo, the opposite to Aries. The fire is ego. Aries rules ego. Okay, but they associate with Leo too. But fire nonetheless. So when he said ego trip is not my thing. But Bobby, you do know when you have confidence and natural rhythm and talent, they'll still say you ego tripping or whatever. But I think just being an Aquarius, you stand out and you don't know why. When in your mind, you're like, I'm just doing what I was hired to do. What the fuck? Perform. Entertain. Okay, I mentioned the Hammer Pants. Hammer Pants is iconic. Shout out to MC Hammer. Y'all seen this movie? It's on here. Okay. I like... Oh, Guy Bentley's. Oh, y'all. Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Guy, Studio 54, second owner. We was in that bitch every Thursday night, $10. And we would roll quarters to make $10. And give the chick the roll the quarters through the thing. And she was like, y'all couldn't converted this to $10 bill before you got here? And we looking at each other like, yeah, we did pass several stores before we got to Studio. And then we standing there looking at her like, you want us to, we just waited on this long ass line. You don't want us to go do it now. She was like, oh, just go in. We was in there. House, come on, this word. To the bone, bone, bone. Come on, let's work it to the bone, bone, bone. Let's work. That's that shit. House music all night long. Ouch. But in any event, one day we got notice that God was going to perform at Studio 54. Teddy, why? Well, but in the moment, I'm telling Siobhan, no, I got friends that go to Bentley's. No, they play that I like shit that keeps sweating. I wanna. That's like a staple up in Bentley's. She was like, yeah, but it's not a staple it's not a staple in 54. This shit gonna attract different type of audience. Oh, nah. We like God, we like the music, but in this proper place. We did not want God coming to Studio 54. And I think Troop came there, and Siobhan was out of it. She said, oh, no. It's going to attract different people here. You think they'll just come for that one day when God said, no, they're going to come back. And she was right. She started going to the shelter. She was like, see, I told you. I told you. She was right. She said, shit, it's going to ruin our club. But, oh, the good old days, y'all. The good old days. Okay, okay, so Bobby, yeah, this is in the book too. Bobby bought the house in Atlanta. And the attraction, Bobby, I think to Atlanta for you back then, he said it's a music town, the Black Mecca. There's a lot of black people who are prosperous there. But I still want to ride out with what Professor Griff said in one of his old interviews. It's the modern day Atlantis. The Atlantic Ocean, Atlanteans, yep. That's another metaphysical video. It's a whole nother video. But he was drawn here and he bought the beautiful house. His mom and dad stayed in it. Wasn't it deep when the mom told Tommy, he didn't choose me or your father to manage him. You know what I mean? To walk this path, this musical path with him. Tommy, he chose you. Now fix it. I thought that was so profound. You know what I mean? Gemini rules the third house, which rules siblings. So it makes me wonder what Gemini is doing in Bobby's natal chart. I'm going to give it a look later. If this is the correct natal chart for him on the internet. Okay. What is it? I think it's dope he was raised in a two-parent household too. But he was bucking. And in the book he speak of, which the movie didn't show. Well, so far didn't show. I don't know. Part 2 gonna show it. How in the book he felt like his father somehow resented his growth or him being seen as the breadwinner of the family. You know what I'm saying? And that's hierarchy. That's what that is again, y'all. Y'all study that. Study the psychology of that with humans. It's ego too, definitely. But I still think it's dope he came from a two-parent household. Awesome. And he said the women in his family loomed in the book, okay. Oh, my baby. Oh, I'm glad I took notes because I would have forgotten about y'all seen the movie Get Out, which is the shit, okay? Remember the chubby brown-skinned guy who was the friend of the protagonist? Oh, his name in Get Out escapes me. His real name totally escapes me and it bothers me. That's my baby, y'all. Oh, y'all tweet this to him. Tell him to fast forward the 1 hour, 49-minute marker. 1 hour. Oh. Let's see. But he's a comedian. He may have patience for the whole video. Listen to me while you cutting up your collard greens and cooking your food. Just gardening. Put me in the backyard on your deck when you're having your cigar and your wine or your cognac, your beer. That's how you listen to a Wanda Wisdom video, okay? Oh, my heavens. That is my baby, y'all. That is, oh, my. His energy is so light and upbeat. I've been called upbeat. Don't y'all just want to invite him over and cook food? Don't you just want to have popcorn with him? And I make good Parmesan popcorn, herbal Parmesan pop. If you, my friend, and we cool, don't be a plumb straight and say, can I come over for your Parmesan herbal popcorn? No. Now, you know, that's weird in the street. Y'all don't know what Wanda look like, do y'all? Oh, I hope not. Oh, don't you just want to make the Parmesan herbal popcorn and I make good pina colada and mudslide? Don't you just want, ladies, don't you want to take him home and feed him? That is my baby. My baby. Now, he may be married. I mean, no disrespect to his wife. Hell, I'm married. No disrespect to you, Papa Bear. He ain't home, but he may listen to this video in the future. I don't know. Papa, you listen to these, don't you, on the low? I know. I see you with your headphones on, your tablet. You do. You do. You do listening to me, Daddy, for Psych 101 purposes. Speaking about Daddy, did you see Married to Medicine? I see clips here and there, no cable, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think T gonna let me come over for Married to Medicine. He'd be like, girl, this is a bit much. Did I say roast you? Ooh, that'll be a new term. I'll roast you. I'll house you. I'll roast you. No. Shout out to Omarosa. Mama, what you going through? You must be scared shitless. Child? What the name of Jesse James? That's a whole nother topic. Hold on. Blah, but do you Psych 101 these videos? You do that, don't you? What am I married to? Let me give this here. Listen. All right, now, that's my baby. I was happy he's in it. Shout out to Bobby Brown, the cat. Robbie, you did good with that one, okay? You did good. I just seen him cheered me up. Didn't y'all start smiling as soon as you saw him? My baby. Let me tell you something. I get a divorce from Papa, and y'all get a divorce from your wives. Don't go no further than my front doorstep. Okay, this is for two men. The chubby brown skin one from Get Out, the homie, and he was in this movie here, and Eddie Griffin, the comedian. Okay, I know Eddie got 8-9 kids. They must be grown by now. Mine are grown. Still got my grandbaby brother, got his grandkid. Eddie Griffin, we gonna do a movie together. You hear me when I tell you? I'm still working on the script. Yeah, I get writer's block here and there, but I gotta drink my Valerian vervain tea and pull it together. Now, yeah, me and Eddie gonna do a movie. Me and Eddie gonna what did Dennis say? What's blessings be upon his soul? I went to see him at Harlem Week back in the 80s. Fat Boys and him in person. You know, there's something about that Harlem Week. Me and my cousin Shauna went to that. Read the memoir for that moment. You know, she holds that against. That's the one thing that she could hold against me. That's it. You by your own admission, you participated in robbing my house while I was pregnant. Ooh, just karma for that. Oh gosh. But the control of the thought, the aim is to control the aftermath, the thought. You ever look at these videos and the History Channel, and they said, well, the winners get to control the narrative. The winners get to tell a story. The winners of war, something like that. Somebody said in the narrative, and that's true with genocide and killing and slaughtering. The decedents can't tell a story, so the ones who killed them get to tell a story. Isn't that awful? Depends on how it happened. With sincere self-defense, not them initiating attack. You know what I mean? But yeah, he said it with a smile. In one of them History Channel documentaries I saw years ago, and they were interviewing him, he said, well, the winners get to tell the story. So I'm wondering if the most important part is, because Libra library rules the story. Aries is Libra's opposite side, and Aries is the god of war. This cousin Shauna is an Aries. But what my mom did, bringing her to my house. Oh, y'all read the Patreons is like, you want to tell it to them or you want to tell it on Patreon? But yeah, I'm like, what is she trying to control her? Is she trying to control my thoughts about my own apartment getting robbed by them? So it's not enough that y'all got free stuff. Now you want to control how I think about the free stuff y'all ill got? This can't be happening. And I was into astrology then. So now I'm thinking about Aries. This must have something to do with Aries. This is an Aries thing. And my mom facilitated this moment. Oh, jeez. Holding her newborn Libra baby child. My youngest brother. Y'all read the memoir. Read the memoir or get Patreon Wanda 55. Wanda with an H. Patreon.com/ / Wanda with an H 55. Become a Patreon. $2 a month or $7 a month. $7 a month. There's a perk there. You can read the perk. Okay. Oh my. I remember thinking of the Regina King. Not Regina King. Shout out to Regina King. Great actress. No, the singer Regina Bell. In the moment, I'm just staring at my mom holding the baby. She's sitting on my bed and the cousin standing up near the dresser. Indignant, standing there, trying to dictate how I should think about how my house got robbed. If y'all study Aries, you'd be like, yep, that's Aries. What the fuck? And I'm looking at my mom, just like, hearing Regina Bell's song, How Could You Do It To Me? And Regina Bell singing that in a romantic sense, like, how could you do it to me? What the? Y'all read the memoir. But yeah, how did I go from the Get Out actor to this? Yo, I wish I could rewind. For my own psychological reasons, how did I segue from the Get Out actor, who I love to make Parmesan herbal popcorn for and have drinks on the deck and just enjoy, to have my apartment getting robbed while I was pregnant with my first baby by family. They were sober, no crackheads, they don't drink liquor or smoke cigarettes. Y'all read the memoir. But how did I get there? And then they hold the the Fat Boys and Dennis Edwards in Harlem. That we 13 years old we were. Me and her the same age, born 2 months apart. But I'm trying to think of how, because that's the one thing she can hold over me. What happened that day? That's all she got. And I was 13. You was over 18 when my house got robbed. We're the same age, so I know when I was pregnant. And I don't even bring up the robbery. They may bring up they may bring up something, and I will go, well, because my house got robbed, I got distant. What? This is math. This incident brought about this incident, and each cause and effect. Math, cause and effect. The scales, Libra, balance, cause and effect. So how was I to react to my house getting robbed? Oh God, and not just family, the egoics of the world, just weird. So they want to control the narrative of the crime. So they want to dictate to you. You ever notice that how people harass the victim and don't harass the victimizer? They harass the victim like, oh, you got to get over it. You got to get over. No, they need to have gotten over whatever it was that propelled them to commit the fucking crime, the criminal act. And this is a crime in the law books. Yeah, burglarizing a house is a crime. Yeah, it just is. What you accuse me of doing is it's not a crime. For a 13-year-old, it's terrible, but it's not a crime on the law books. Well, is it really a crime on the law? I don't have to look it up. But in any event, I digress. But the people have the nerve to be mad at you. You didn't wrong them. You never wronged them. But they wronged you, and then they mad at you. Isn't that weird? Whew. Bobby Brown, you go on and study the psychology of that shit, okay? They're mad at you for marrying Whitney Houston. Okay? She wanted to marry you. Yeah. People hate Bobby Brown because they hate Bobby Brown because she loved him. They hate Bobby Brown because Whitney didn't hate him. She loved that man. It's like he said to her, no one started hating me till I married you, till I got with you. It's like he had to pay a penalty or a price for that level of Venus and Leo love. It's weird. Not a Sparkle song coming back to my mind. For the spices of your life, you got to pay the price. If you know what I mean. Oh, telling everybody out loud how this man has made me feel so very proud. I could look at that shit over and over again. Can't y'all? It's on YouTube. Oh, I could look at that over and over again. But any event, even with that in the comments, look at the comments. People like, oh, I hope her breath didn't stink when she was singing that. Who mind does that? Who mind goes there? I looked at Sparkle over and over again as a kid. Never thought of that. Never. Ever. Although my ex-bestie did mention her breath. Not even in that scene. What's her name? Shimon. She did. We was looking at it in the crib in the living room. And the scene where she tells him, I'm tired. And right out of nowhere, Shimon goes, she's pretty, beautiful lips. She's plump lips. She's really pretty woman. But it looked like her breath stink in that scene. When she says, I'm tired. Look. I'm like, Shimon, how does that translate through the screen? What the fuck? No, look. It's like when you're pretty and beautiful, somebody got to find something. I don't know if Irene Carver's breath smelled in that moment. I don't know. But that's a whole different scene than when you look at the comments underneath when they're singing, if you look into your heart. Oh, gosh. People. Like, oh, she's pretty, but I hope her breath didn't smell when she was singing to him. Did his facial expression look like her breath was stinking in that moment? What the hell? In any event, y'all, I digress. The hatrix and detrix of society, the ADDs, they could all form a choir. Oh, B-Box better form a union. Shout out to Redman. Y'all child. Okay, anyway, hold on. Anyway, so, how I got there from the Get Out actor, I don't know. I could, for Psych 101 purposes, I'll rewind later, possibly. Yeah, so he's in it. That cheered me up to the high heavens. To the high heavens. That is my baby. Him and Eddie Griffin. Showing up. I wonder if I could do the movie with him. No, I always envision me doing the movie with Eddie Griffin. It's going to be a funny hoot, too. It's going to be sensitive and dope, and we need a melanated love story. Don't y'all get into frustrated? Did I say frustrated? Frustrated is flustered and frustrated combined, conflated. Don't y'all get frustrated when y'all go through Netflix looking for just a decent romantic love story, melanated one. I got to keep looking at Love Jones, Mahogany, Basketball, and Love and Basketball, and Aaron Loves Angela. Or was it Angela Loves Aaron? You know what I'm doing. I got to look at those on repeat. I like Sprung too. Funny as hell when she was eating that rib and hugged him. Yeah, bitch. No, but I can look at this stuff on repeat for the melanated love. I still look at the Cosby Show. I do. And we're gonna do talking about the Cosby Show. I done told y'all this is all over the place, and it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. What the fuck? Shout out to Lovely T video. What the fuck, y'all job shaming somebody? What is going on? What the fuck? The actor that played Louisa, one of the sisters' husbands in Bill Cosby. Something is really sick in society where they shame you for not having a job. Oh, shiftless and lazy and don't want to work and da-da-da. Then they shame you if you was once some sort of public persona and then you had to, what they would call go into obscurity and still support your family and get a job. Like they rolled up on Cole and Cole told them, I see no shame in a man taking care of his family. You know what, Cole? Neither do we. Okay, his name ain't Cole, was in Carl. Carl, is it Payne? Carl is married to Bobby Brown's first baby mother. He mentioned the name Carl in it too. Like that was so cool. But in the book, the memoir give you more detail. Yeah, and they gave him a couch to sleep on and just mature shit. Okay, as Q-Tip said, acting like grown-ups, vibrant thing. It's a vibrant thing. And for an Aries, which is the youngest sign, they had that in the song. I was Q-Tip from around the way. We used to roll up on him all the time looking for Fife. Yeah, we had a thing for Fife. Isn't that something? No, we didn't get Q-Tip autograph. It's around the way. Like, oh shit, Q-Tip, what up? He'd be like, oh God, here they come. Just think of the college professor with the Parkers and how Monique and Nikki roll up on the professor. Q-Tip, I don't know if you remember that. Just think early 90s Q-Tip, 3 girls. It'd be me, Shimon, and Kia. These are the pseudonyms in my book. One time Siobhan was with us too. It was like, oh shit. And for an Aries, he was patient. We're like, we're Fife. He like, y'all, I can't tell y'all that. I can't. For some reason, Fife was our baby. And it's not saying it's just because he made the transition. Listen to your spirit, Fife. But I don't know, just a teddy bear. You laid him in the hood. Nothing sexual. But the little pepper steak. Oh, Anthony. We call him pepper steak because that's what he seemed to order. Well, when we go into the Chinese restaurant in the hood, that's what he'd be ordering, pepper steak with tomatoes. Like, do you order anything else? He said, y'all always order 4 chicken wings and french fries. We said, no, sometimes we get 4 chicken wings and shrimp fries. Never mind, y'all. Pepper steak, huh, baby? And my Patreon, I talk about my memoir when the Capricorn kissed me, and just weird. You know, y'all think I'm weird. Y'all think the eccentrics are weird. Hell, we think some of y'all do weird shit too. Unless y'all trying to get into our frequency and look, I can't relate and figure them out. So let me just act like this and see how the shit go. I don't know. Just know that that person don't have a lot of earth in their chart. When you meet a light, fluffy, like, oh, she's loopy. Well, be patient. Maybe she don't have a lot of earth in her chart. You need the air. You need oxygen, don't you? Okay. Don't diss air signs. Don't do that. When we all need air on our brain and oxygen to live. Air is independent. Don't need none of y'all. You see it keeps rising above the pollution. It rises. Air, when they go low, we go high. We naturally go high by design. Get in, okay? Anywho, y'all read about the Capricorn, and then he would cross the street diagonally and walk me home and be in the vestibule of my house where I lived in. Oh, the actress Vanessa Williams, not the singer. The actress, brown skin with the dreads, she wrote something for Essence magazine. Was it Essence years ago? About a kiss in the vestibule. I said, damn, I thought my vestibule kiss was the shit. No, he ain't top that. What, did he walk her home too or something? And I had on my Janet Jackson hoops and shit that day. I didn't want to put the key because back in the days, you don't bite. You don't bite. Did y'all see the Janet in the movie? Let me get back to the movie. I think I had maybe a crystal or stone or some shit, but the real thin gold. I was working transit, and my Guess jeans and suspenders. I look cute, staying spin. I remember my whole hairdo, my whole outfit. I had the Jew do with the curly curls on the side of your face. They called that a Jew do, and the big pom pom up top, and the Capricorn. Yes, he did. That kiss was good. That whole vestibule moment. You know what y'all listen? If y'all get depressed, think of the best kisses you ever had. You thinking about it? Don't you feel better? Now, some people think of the best sex. Finally, can you remember the sex? You can remember his strength, how he manhandled you, and you can remember his shoulders, his power and strength. And oh, mercy, I just got a hot flash. But the fervor of the soul pole entry, you don't really remember maybe you. Oh, let me think. Now, I'm going back to memory, but for me, it's always a good kiss. Don't you feel better? Ooh, tender kisses. Tracy Chapman. No, not Tracy. Tracy Spencer. That song. Tender kisses coming to mind right now. Ooh. Don't you feel better thinking about a good kiss? And make your whole day. Recall the best kisses you ever, especially surprise kisses. Not that the good kisses, you know you're about to go on a date, you're going to make out at the end of the date before I go and conclude. Those are sweet too, but you already know you're psychologically prepped for it. A surprise kiss. I didn't know what they could. Heavens, I was chewing on maybe some chewing gum, tried it, chiclets or something coming home on the bus. Queens is 2 Fair Zone, so my breath was fine. His was because he probably planned it. See, I'm not in his mind. I wasn't thinking about him. He gonna and it was dark at night. He was like, "Where you coming from?" I said, "Work." Not that I have to answer to you. Oh, the 80s and the 90s. Oh, New York, big. Where's my I Love New York t-shirt? I was about to say his government name. Let's go. Kareem, where's my t-shirt? You can mail it from where you at. Anybody in New York City, can you please send me an I Love New York t-shirt? The P.O. Box 1835, Smyrna, Georgia, 380, please. I want send the mug too. Oh. And every time I was just in New York for Mommy's wedding, her birthday, and I'm like, I'm going to go to Times Square, and I'm going to get it. But you get caught up with family, this, that. Go pick up that. Go pick up that. Go. Did you go? You get so caught up in Queens, you don't even get to the city. You don't even get the airport is in Queens. I don't even touch down my big toe, pinky toe, the little pinky toe in Manhattan. I got to go back home just as a tourist. I do. I can't go for no funerals. If I'm in New York, it's usually a funeral, a wedding, a graduation, a part. It's something with family. I can't even tell if I want to see my grandbaby. You can't even tell family you in town because they'll start rounding you up with things to do. Well, Mommy down south, she down here with us now, but I ain't speaking to my sister, so I have to go, but I would want to see my grandbaby. I would have to plan it where, like, I have 3 days as a tourist, and then that 4th day, maybe, I can finally call my son, bring my grandbaby to me. But you in town? Yes, I'm in town. But I want to enjoy New York as a tourist. That's what I'm doing. I can get all the t-shirts. But in the meantime, if you're a native of New York and you have a heart and you like these videos, can you please send, you go on, you can write Wanda Wisdom, it's fine. Is it, did I put that in the application? I think I did. Yeah. P.O. Box 1835, Smyrna, Georgia. 380, please. The t-shirt, extra, extra large. Just, I love New York. I want that thing. And the mug, whatever you come across first. And what I could do for you, because I like Kabbalah and the law of exchange. If you want a quick reading, no, that shit is expensive. They probably want the whole hour. I don't think it's $72. My readings are $72 an hour with 3 questions. No, is that t-shirt ain't nowhere near $72? You get 30 minutes, okay? Gratis. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, send me the t-shirt and the mug. And you get 30-minute reading. Put your phone up in there and everything. I do my readings on Mondays, Moon Day, okay? Fit you right on into the schedule. That'd be cool. I'd be so happy to get that t-shirt. I'm sitting here smiling like it's in the mailbox now. And that bitch, yeah, I love New York. The 80s and just so nostalgic. Especially if you got some 80s motif on that shirt. Oh my heavens, a boombox, hip hop or something. Do they even have that? That's money. Do they have a hip hop museum where you get the why the Bronx don't have a hip-hop museum? I went to the Bronx. There's a museum of the Bronx. You know what the museum of the Bronx? Tweet this to them. Tell them to fast forward into the 2-hour marker, please. In the Bronx Museum, why there's no... Is there a hip-hop gallery? It wasn't when I was there. Because I'm like, it started in New York, in the Bronx. KRS-One, somebody, please, there should be a whole gallery of hip-hop in the Bronx Museum. And where you could go in the gift shop and get the T-shirts. I want a t-shirt with 80s motif on it, graffiti. Don't make it look too new. It should look dated. That I would buy that. They probably make it $100 for that t-shirt, and I would buy it. That's how much I love the 80s in New York. I know it's other horrors, but man, in the 90s in New York is the shit too. Why is there not a hip-hop museum in the Bronx? That's probably deliberate. Oh, that's deliberate. Oh my gosh, politics. Because that would make money. Like they took the Otis Redding Museum away from Macon. I'm telling my stepmother-in-law, I'm like, but people who come to Macon would come Macon for him, Otis. He's the pull. She said, I know, but they claim nobody visited it, so they shut it down. But most museums that are, you give a donation to the museums in Manhattan. Very expensive to erect, okay, to maintain. So, are they doing did they do the Otis Redding with a profit margin in mind? She was like, shoot, yeah, it's America, capitalism. But I'm like, oh, that hurt my heart. Could you imagine taking the Otis Redding Museum out of Macon? Y'all should tweet this to the Macon officials. Why on earth would they do that? Otis Redding is Macon. What the? Oh, did they have a James Brown one in Augusta? I digress. There should be some sort of little museum for every. Where's Glass Knight from? She used to have a museum too. Hopefully they have one. Do they have the Motown Museum with Aretha? I gotta get to Detroit and see. I'm gonna Google and see it. Look at me planning vacations for next summer. But yeah, back to the Bobby Brown. I do the video as I want to do it. You see the haters complaining right now. I told you early on it'd be all over the place. Gibbons gravy, disseminating moon frequency here, okay? When you see a person, oh, she's scattered. Have compassion and empathy. No, you know the moon, like, fuck you. The moon, I hear you. Moon, I hear you. Moon, like, no, there ain't no motherfucking empathy for the moon. I'll wane and wax and disseminate and break up the full moon. The disseminating is when the full moon breaks up, okay? And the moon said, I've been doing this for centuries, if not billions of years, okay? And this is moon business, okay? All right, so yeah, well, people with scattered energy probably was born on a disseminating moon. All right, be thankful if you don't like scattered energy. Be thankful you were born on a different type of moon. Look up what kind of moon you was born on. Sinuses over. Compassion and sympathy, or empathy. The moon, you don't need it for the moon. You don't need it for me. But that's where your brain should go if you're voluntarily entertaining something you think is loopy and scattered. Well, why stay? Why stay for the show? Why stay for the scattered show? Click off. Poof. We go. Vamos. You're like, is she drinking wine now? No, I'm gonna go and get some. Have some water here. Hold on. Love hangover from all that good wine I had last night. All right, then Janet Jackson comes into, and the actress they got for her, I guess. I just make me a casting director. Put me down with the casting team. All right. Yeah, but I like that part with Janet in the book. In the book, Bobby, you put her out the room. I guess that probably would have been too much for visuals for Janet Jackson fans. That probably would have been too much for the visual effect. But in reading that book, that endeared me to Janet too, because had he did that to a Becky, she would have went to that daggone front desk, nude and all, or with the sheet wrapped around her, or whatever the fuck, and they would have called the po 9 on Bobby's brown ass, literally, okay? The fact that Janet probably didn't want the scandal. That's a scandal. Yeah, because I'm thinking she didn't go to the front desk to protect Bobby from the fuzz. F-U-Z-Z as in zebra. That's what we used to call the po 9 back then. Now I'm rethinking it. Maybe she just didn't want that scandal brought to her. That hotel will definitely tell the tabloids, you ain't gonna believe this. Janet Jackson came to the front desk nude in a sheet, and guess who she said kicked her out the room? How much you gonna pay me for the story? Inquiring mind, you wanna know? Cut me my check. Yeah. She probably just didn't want that scandal. But in the book, he tells how she told him she's not allowed to date black guys. And he's like, but you're black. What the hell are you talking about? But they went through that in the movie too. And it worked a long time for now no disrespect to any pale poles or yellow poles, no disrespect to none of those kind of poles. But after Janet got some melanated soul pole, can't she make the distinction between the two poles? Once you go, what was the term they used back then? Once you go black, you don't go back, even if your ass is black yourself. Man, I'm like, but and the way Busta Rhymes was all over her in that video, tell me what you want. Oh yeah, but back to that Cosby guy, how they try to job shame him. Listen, y'all don't fall for that bullshit. Please don't. Please don't. And never mind if I think Cosby is guilty or not. I still think it's weird they waiting 4 decades to point the finger at a nigga. That we don't come. Humans are creatures of habit. Habits are patterns, and patterns is geometry, and geometry is math. What is the mathematical science behind that bullshit? We don't come from a country. Look at Emmett Till, where they point the guilty finger at a nigga right away. And I mean nigga is nigga, is king, okay? They point that they don't have patience to wait 4 months, let alone 4 decades. So I just the time lapse makes me, with any of them, Tavis Smiley, all the ones that they accuse, I'm like, they trying to obliterate legacy. Just like the great Queen Felicia Rashad told that interviewer. This is about obliteration of legacy. Period. They do not want future generations looking up to anybody that look like us. When you're long gone, they want the little brown kids to not look up to you. Period. So they got to mar your history. So unless there's an elder in the family like, oh, this is some bullshit. Let me tell you what it is, baby. Unless there's somebody to school the kids, they don't want them to have not nary a brown luminary to look up to. Point blank. I think they're doing it with Omarosa. A brown woman in the White House. They did it with Michelle Obama. Talking about her, questioning her gender. And again, I guess because I'm from Harlem and just people on a square politicking ciphers in the hood every so few blocks. So I was brought up around people who think outside the box. It's just how I was raised. Okay, deliberately, and you just stumble into a cipher, but in the event, or non-deliberately. Okay. What I'm finna say? Oh shit! How I get back to Harlem? I'm like, you need some ginkgo, mama. You got some ginkgo biloba? What the fuck? I know you probably like, girl, we can rewind and tell you, but that video be done by then. Shit. Oh, fuck it. Maybe Spirit saying, would you get back to the Bobby Brown movie? Would you stick on course and stay on course with the Bobby Brown movie? You know how skateboarders skate all kinds of zigzags and shit? I gave birth to a skateboarder, so this is how the shit gonna go down. He probably chose me for that reason. Oh, shit. The soul chooses the womb. My energy. Now, ain't nothing athletic about this fat mama tease here, but the energy is how he skateboards so well like that. I love you, boom. I love you, baby. Yeah, just wow. I remember he's little. I'm like, let's go to the open park. He said, no, Ma, I don't want this openness. I'll skate, but I need things closed and constricted in heights. And how you gonna skate like that? Ma, that's what we do. I saw a video with him on skating down a banister. I said, oh shit, stairs and shit. I said, what the fuck? His whole crew skate like. Did I tell you that story? I was on 42nd Street waiting for the boat crosstown. And this is how you know I'm old and big mama, because I used to just walk. You have to train and walk in Manhattan to where you gotta go. No, I took the crosstown bus. I had to get to the east side of 42nd Street. Who walking on them damn blocks? And then the Metro card had to transfer on it. No, y'all don't give a shit. Like y'all don't get to. I'll get Bobby Brown when I get to it now. And these, it's like they parted the cars. This shit is movie fucking shit now. Like the cars parted the Red Sea or something like. I don't know. The skateboarders. It had to have been at least 60 of them. You think I'm bullshitting? Okay. Bullshit you not. Look like they were skating in the formation of a pyramid. And I'm like, it does look like a sea of faces coming. He said, but this is me and ladies on the bus stop and a couple of men older. We older people waiting for the bus now. I was in my 30s then, late 30s though. I'm like, wow, it's so pretty. And they was like, there was a skateboarders. They ain't walking. I'm thinking, is this a parade? They're blocked. They're in front of traffic, buses and shit. It was the most. I didn't have no camera phone. If I had a cell phone, probably didn't know how to use the camera port. I'm old school where you use the phone just to make a phone call. It took me a while to text. No, I ain't got no footage, and it hurt me to my heart. I don't. But people on the bus line was taking the footage. You know what I mean? But after I had to cuss them out and told them, you can kiss my motherfucking ass, bitch, and my neighbor's dog's ass too. Fuck you, bitch. And what, bitch? On the bus, carrying on. We not older lady age, and well, you a hypocrite. And you're a hippopotamus, bitch. Well, you're fat, too. And you're fat and fucked up. I'm fat and fly. Fuck you, bitch. The New York City buses and never mind. You're probably why. Well, what happened on the bus? This is for the Patreons. Y'all. They was all like, this is dangerous. They're blocking. This is skateboarders. They're blocking up the streets. Where's the paddy wagon? Where's the cops? And I'm like, well, they look like a bunch of melanated and Puerto Ricans. There's some Caucasians. Do you want the Caucasians arrested too? All of them, because it was the bus stop that we were mixed. You know, well, New York is the melting pot. So it's Caucasians complaining, all races complaining on the bus. Like, they're blocking off traffic. What are they doing? And da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, well, you know, it's dangerous. They're not even wearing helmets and elbow pads, and you know, they're on it. And I was like, well, my son skates, and I said, well, he would never be, you know, doing this and block. Y'all funny as hell. He would never be blocking traffic, and like, oh, he was raised, but he has decorum, all kinds of shit, because they in the distance, but they coming. That kick. That Lupe Fiasco. What's that song? Kick, push. That sound is so dope to me. Oh, my ex-husband. I was like, put that in the song. He said, well, Lupe Fiasco did it. You want to bite? I'm like, I like that sound. Put it in the song for me. That sound made me think about my baby, okay? So you hearing the kick pushing. Most of them got their earbuds in but how you in full motion and y'all all got your own individual music in your ears, unless they all sat together and said, we're going to listen to the same song doing the shit down 42nd. Oh, shit, 4 plus 2 is a 6. Oh, shit. Baby, look up your life path number. Do you hear me? 42nd in geometry. Oh, shit. Do y'all get epiphanies? Anyway, so I'm standing, and I think I had a 6 o'clock appointment. This is rush hour, New York City, y'all. And I'm like, where is the paddy wagon? And somebody looked up. Somebody was like, don't call the cops on them. They children. So we all fussing in the bus stop waiting and shit. They holding up traffic. What? New York is traffic anyway. What the hell? But, you know, I'm like, my baby would never do this. You know, he goes to a skate park where you're supposed to do. And I'm saying all this shit. Guess who's leading the charge? The point of the pyramid leading. You're like, oh, you just said, no, I'm fucking telling you what it was now. I said, and they got into clear and focus, and I looked, and I saw his physique, and I just yelled out his name. I was about to say it in this video. And the way they stopped, they do something to the back of the skateboard. They stop. When he stopped, I guess because he's up front, look at your ODU, baby. Baby, look up your ODU. I done told you how to look up your ODU. Look up that shit. I sent you the copies. You reading it? Pardon me, I'm talking to my baby. Look up your ODU. When he stopped, all of them stopped in formation. Can you plan and rehearse that shit? He said, because I yelled his name out like think of how you saw The Color Purple. You saw she yelled, Natty. I yelled that out, not in joy, no pun, not in anger, in fucking utter shock. I'm popping all the shit. He was raised right. He knows to go to a skate park. And he exposed me because he said he stopped. He took the earbud out. I yelled this over New York City traffic. Do you know how loud 42nd Street is in rush hour? I was that fucking shocked. Project like a motherfucker. Okay, I don't know if I was having the Mars transit that day. I don't remember. And he took his earbud out and stopped that shit, and they all stopped. And he looked at me and said, "Hi, Ma." I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Skating." Oh my God. Bye, Ma. I'll call you later. Kick, push, all the way to they was going westbound. And they all looked at me in the bus stop like, "You know him? That is your kid? What is all that shit you was... Fuck you, bitch. What's up? What's up? What's good?" Defensive. Yes, it was terrible. We on the bus beefing. Whatever, bitch. Suck my ass, bitch. Fuck you. Your kids ain't perfect. I don't have any. And you never had... What friend said? And you never... You never will, bitch. You ain't got the magic, pussy. I got the magic. Fuck you, bitch. I was in my 30s. I know you're like, girl, that's still grown to know better than me. When you get into New York State, you're in the city, Big Apple, state of mind shit now. Now, you ain't judge my baby. But you just said, fuck what I said, bitch. The bus driver was like, what the fuck going on? Only in New York, y'all. Only in New York. I love you, baby. But you made your mama a hypocrite that moment in the bus stop. Never mind. Bobby Brown. Back to Bobby Brown. But he a grown man, still skateboard. And I'm like, I still do that in the adulthood. Those adult skaters don't cancel. They will get you all together. He told me Tony somebody. He in his 40s. He skateboard. Tony son. He'll just quote all adults that skateboard. I'm like, oh, I was a teenage person. In any event, it was good exercise. You know, his legs are he's strong as a bull. But you got to give up the cigarettes, baby. Why are you doing that? Wasn't y'all shocked to find out Whitney Houston smoked cigarettes? I'm like, but the voice. Okay, back to the movie, y'all. Let me put my notes back on. I mean, my glasses on the notes. Okay. Yeah. So. In the book, I love Janet for not going to the front desk. But seeing the movie, seeing it, I'm wondering, I had the thought, maybe she didn't go to the front desk because it's a scandal. That's a scandal. But, yeah, okay, the next scene. The groupies on the trailer, Bobby. He spoke about the groupies in the book, too. The little midget and shit. Bobby, did you wear condoms? Please say yes. And then to just have open sex like that and people sitting there like it's casual, like, what the fuck? Bobby, I hope you wore condoms. Bobby. Yeah, groupie. And no diss to the groupies. They even had books and films written about groupies. Again, I dated an R&B singer. Y'all can get on Patreon to hear more about that. And I didn't know he was an R&B singer at first. We met at SOB, Sounds of Brazil, in the club back in the days. I went to see Erykah Badu. Ooh, Lord, did I give away? Ooh. I guess no one give away nothing because anybody can go see Erykah Badu, right? Goon stars. But I went to the Erykah Badu concert back in the days, early 2000s. It's dope. We had good fun tonight, me and my friends. And oh no, this is Patreon. This is for Patreon. But my point is, before the app went down, when I realized he's a singer, because you're on the phone like, oh, you have a nice voice and da-da-da-da. And it took a while for him to say, well, check out my video. I'm like, oh, you did your own video? You said not do my own video per se, but I don't want y'all to find a video. It's not that being cagey and withholding, but the point of the matter is when I found out, I'm like, oh, no, I'm not that girl. No. He started laughing. No, come on, shorty. No. I'm no groupie bitch. That's not me. I don't do that. And it's not just trying to be moral, immoral. I don't see the sense in just wanting to fuck somebody just because they're a celebrity. And your bills remain the same? You still have the same bills? How does that change your life? I know sex creates a soul tie and a cellular memory. Now, when I learn more about that and magic and, what you can do while you... But do those groupies have the mental wherewithal to know that metaphysical information? To not fuck just to have empty fucking sex? Upon pause. Yes, they're handsome, charismatic, magnetic. I get all that. Enjoy the music, dance, groove, But just to throw it up for them, literally, and you go back home to your regular life. All you got is what, bragging rights? Like, girl, you know what his pole look like? I know beauty marks. And did he pay a bill, bitch? Did he pay for anything? What did he just? Did he even buy you dinner? What? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. Maybe because I'm born in Harlem. I don't know. What is the prize? What is the law of exchange? Just bodily fluids exchange? No. So, me and that R&B singer almost didn't go down. He was like, "Oh, that's your pride, shorty. That's your ego." Sometimes the ego can make sense. Yeah. He's tickled pink too. He's an Aquarius. Oh, did I just see a sign? Oh gosh. Never mind. Never mind. Y'all go on Patreon. Pay on Patreon. Okay, hold on. Anyhow. So they showed the groupie in the trailers getting busy with Bobby. Two of them, one of him. And oh, I Need Love. They play LO, the music alone. How y'all secured the music? That must have been expensive too, the publishing. Who owned I Need Love? LO or Def Jam? I don't know. They played that. I was up dancing. But yeah, Tupac. I wrote this in my notes. Tupac said Janet changed her number after Poetic Justice too. But was it still the law in place? Was that coming from Janet or her family? How she's been primed not to be bothered with black men, and that could have came from a secret power behind Joe Jackson, if you will, blessed be upon his spirit. You know, just the fear of the a lot of red pill, blue pill videos, the fear of the black messiah. And some say the fear of the black family, just the imagery, the visuals of a brown husband, a brown wife, and brown babies in a position of power may reportedly worry some hidden pale powers that shouldn't be behind the scenes. Very worrisome. Just that visual must mean something. I'm still trying to study the metaphysics to figure out what that visual means spiritually. Because look, the movie The Best Man Wedding. The second installation, they're going to do a third one, aren't they? Very good movie. I enjoyed it, but they had two brown children and two children that aesthetically didn't make any sense DNA wise. So I'm like, well, people, oh, you don't know what their great grandmother and them look like. Whatever the fuck. But I'm like, why didn't they just let them have just the two brown kids? Why even make it four? I don't get it. Did they adopt these latter two? Y'all seen The Best Man? You seen it with Morris Chestnut? I'm like, why not just leave it at two kids? I don't know. It's like they got to have something out of context to, like, insert themselves in, like, to dilute your magic. From what I've studied, gentrification is like that. Or we'll just move back into the urban areas that are dilute. We will not get another hip-hop. I'd be damned if the future generation have another hip-hop. If we're there, our mere presence, even if we don't beat them and club them, our mere presence, being melanated deficient, and diluting because when melanated is concentrated, creativity is heightened. Per the studies I sat for. I'm not here to debate melanin science with you, okay? Stop. Oh, okay. So, when melanated, high concentrated, because the idea was to cattle the people they impoverished to areas called ghettos, that they named ghettos in urban landscape. You know, they thought the poor people would kill off each other living in those type of, conditions. They didn't think for the most part, there is and was a lot of murder there. A blessing be to all souls involved. Okay, Ashe healings. Okay, holy wellness and healing vibrations. Ashe. Now, there's someone to be. Okay, now that was the plan, and that was their only plan. You see how they did Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when you started thriving and when they cattle you together as sardines. You're not supposed to thrive and prosper and treat each other like decent, sane human beings. Oh no, we got to burn that down. You know what I mean? So then hip hop, they had this slum landlords back then, and it's documentaries in New York. Go and study if you want to. But hip hop being born out of something like that must have irritated and still irritate them. Let's obliterate the pioneers of hip hop. Let's taint their legacies too. Like, wow, they're not even making that much fiat. Ain't it bad enough they're not making the fiat they should be making, being the pioneers of this thing that makes trillions of dollars a day? Ain't it enough that they dealing with fiat issues and union and dental they need? No. Fuck all the fiat issues. Let's also put some smut on their name, and I don't give a fuck. Conjure up a story. This is all conjecture and speculation. But yeah, but that's what happens when melanation get together and get along. Some dope creativity is bound to happen. Point blank, period. And when you're creating, you're activating the God in you. 5th house, the creator. Leo, royalty, regal. You're activating your regalness. Listen to Leo season on here, okay, that video. But my point back to Tupac and Bobby Brown. They both air signs. Who is it? Oh, hi, Daddy. I'm doing my review video for the Bobby Brown movie. It's longer than the Cootie Brown. I'm over 2 hours. Why? Because I got a lot of shit on my mind. Hold on, baby. Why don't you say me all rough and gangster? Hi, Daddy. Nam your hoe and gay girl, nam your hoe and gay girl, nam your hoe and gay girl. I shit. Hi, Daddy. I mean, you squeeze my booty, you make me feel cutesy and sexy. How it's still warm out there, so I'm looking for some cool breeze from the fall. Fall is my favorite season. Yeah, Tanya may do a party, a Halloween party. I think it's a great idea. Well, first for the kids and stuff, like hook the basement up like the House of Horrors, and the parents can pay. Thank you, Daddy. The parents can pay $2 or $3 or $5 to get in to see the House of Horrors. That'd be dope. But I said after dark, we should do something for the adults in the backyard. Some Wiccan witch shit. That'd be dope too. Like make it like a blood oranges, blood orange wine. This stuff is edible and tasty. There's blood orange sorbet. You gotta keep going back and forth to the freezer. Unless you bring like a cooler with freezer. Just be in the backyard and have a blood orange feast and make a blood orange salad. Just be in the backyard telling witchy stories around the fire. Like if she get the fire pit, you know what I'm saying? And we sit around, we should all wear black. Well, we got time. Halloween is coming. Or white or something, but all solid, some solid color, and I'll write a witchy story. I started writing the treatment for a witchy story, you know, some say fatal attraction sexy story. I'm telling you, and the adults pay $20 to come into the witchy circle, because you get food, you know what I'm saying? You get stories. I had to copyright it though. I'm going because there's stories online, but juicy stories too, but the story came to my mind as soon as I thought about that. A nice, sexy, witchcraft story. You know what I'm saying? She know evil, and she know evil, like she know evil. Like she's a good. This is a good witch. She know evil. Then a line underneath that, and she know evil. K-N-O-W. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I hope nobody bite. Y'all don't bite, motherfuckers. I'm gonna copyright my shit. So I started working.
You talking to somebody?
I don't got that much traffic over here. But we take one little asshole to bite your shit. When we dope, it won't be dope. Okay, receipts, timestamps, motherfuckers. Yeah. So I'm working on that, and then I could tell that in the backyard. Wouldn't that be a sexy girly party? Look, she have let men come back there too. But you think people would pay $20? They getting food and a good story back there and fire. You just get paid $20. Make sure should we charge $10? Maybe $10. Papa, you didn't bring no food. Talking about food, I'm hungry. It's the Cootie Brown. Is there food in them bags? I should heat up your collard greens. Papa, them collard greens were good. That's that black smoky salt we put in there. Papa, try to order more smoked salt. The flavor. And that salt came from Oregon. Shout out to Mama Star. She said they stopped carrying. They got to order it online now. The smoked salt. You know, because you don't want to have smoked meat in your greens. You got to get the smoky salt. Hold on, Daddy.
What?
You coming here with no food? I'm hungry.
Hey.
I had a chocolate chip cookie and water.
There's still food from yesterday. Yeah.
Can you heat it up for me? I can't walk away from my video too long. People got ADD.
You should have ate before you started that.
Papa, Papa, please. Papa, can you heat up the greens?
Don't papa me.
I could papa you all I want to papa you. Mine. Papa, heat up. You came in here with no food, nothing.
You got noodles over here.
Papa, please.
You know.
After you usually come home with something.
Well, I usually ain't happening no more.
Stop, Leo. Leo is not even eating his food. Do you see his bowl?
No.
He's very picky now.
Blame yourself.
Papa, I ain't blaming myself. Stop, Leo. Hey, you baby. Hey, you baby. Hey, you. Hey, you. Oh, the way he jumps, cats. Nobody have to teach them how to go to jump in school, and I mean, these cats jump like Michael Jordan jumped. I'm telling you, I want to know what our natural design is. They done oppressed us so bad, we don't know who we are. Cats, animals. Somebody wrote that. Not wrote it or said it. Somebody. What I was looking at. They said animals, unless the Caucasoid and they scientists come taint them. Animals are real because they comport as they was designed to comport. Who just said that shit? It's his design to jump, and he's balanced. No, he didn't have to go to the ballerina school to learn how to balance. It's not just us cats. They had the skill of jumping. When I threw that ball up, you should saw how high he jumped. And it's no big deal to him. It's effortless. It's in his DNA to do it. Papa, I'm telling you. Find out who your ancestors are to figure out what's in your DNA that's dormant as hell. The ancestor, like if you have an ancestor that knew how to fly a plane, a pilot, that information is in your bloodstream. It's dormant because you don't do it. Once you do it, it activates that gift that he gave. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Whatever they did is in you to do. Is either dormant or active. You teach me a lot, Leo, without even trying. We do teach by example. That's nothing animals do. Unless the animal, again, has been sedated and drugged up with the Caucasoid chemicals. And they always trying to tame the wild. And the wild's out in the wild minding its business. It's wild business. You going to it to tame it? What the fuck? I can see if the wild came up in your apartment, in your house, and you're like, oh, what the fuck going on in here? He's in your domain. But you're going out to the wild to tame the wild? When it's minding its wild-ass business? I don't... Maybe because I'm not Caucasoid, I don't get that brain. What the original, I told you, listen to the song God Complex by the poets, the Dead Poets Society. Listen to God Complex, listen to Stand by Sly and the Family Stone, the Midget in the Tree lyric, listen to that. That'll tell you why they think like that. I'm like, ugh, I digress. Y'all can call it racist all the fuck you want. If I was a racist, it'd be peace restored to the earth. Racists got the power to get away with wild shit. And I guess to them, restoring peace and tranquility would be wild. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, I digress. This is my thoughts today, okay, on today. Evolve, all right? All right, now, back to the Bobby Brown. Coming in 20 minutes. Papa, you know what I thought about doing the Bobby Brown review? You know how my brain does. It does this disseminating moon thing. Remember back in the days, I'm telling you about Jamiki was... Oh, my God, did I say his name? Oh, shit. Can I put this video out? Oh, Papa, did I just say my baby's name? Never mind. Never mind. Never y'all mind. I didn't recall the memory, though. Oh, let me... I don't have that much traffic over here. Okay, back to Tupac. Let's just take one asshole. Don't be an asshole. I'll call my spiritual buddies on you. I'll hex you. I'll hex you. I'll hex you. You in my hut now. I'll hex. Bzzz, rumble with the bee, huh? Throw a hex on your whole fam. Okay, I got carried away. All right, now the thing with Tupac and Bobby Brown, I think, is the same clause in the contract with the family, because the visuals of a black power couple would annoy and irritate, hence Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. The visuals of a melanated couple may irritate certain hidden powers. Just that visual can inspire little brown babies. They don't want that. You know what I mean? They're letting, and I'm happy for them too. They're letting Gabrielle, and I'm not really fans of them, because yes, I saw a lot of Savone Wade's videos on YouTube. Yes, I did. Yes, and I believe every word she said. Like Kimberly said every word to CNN. Yes, I believe every word Savone Wade said. Yeah, I surely do. You shouldn't care if I do, because I do. So with that said, I'm not fans of Dwayne Wade or Gabrielle Union. However, I like looking at them. I like a melanated power couple. The melanin is powerful in and of itself, let alone the fiat and the millions. It's a beautiful visual to me. It's very pretty. It is, despite how we've been programmed to see it. It's beautiful to me. So I don't think they want to see that too often. I don't. So Janet may have gotten her orders early about dating brown men. Okay. What else I wrote here? Or the Nippy the Soul Train, I mentioned that, how they booed her. Which shocked her too. It shocked me too, because they clapped, and I like how she was so Leo in the Aries moon. She kept knocking him and knocking him. He turned around and said, "Excuse me, miss, you're knocking me in the head." And she was like, "I know." So Leo with the Aries moon. You won't ignore me. You better recognize the queen. Queen Lioness, okay? Her pretty self, leonine features. But in the event, but did you know, I remember being a little, I must have been in my early 20s. I remember seeing that on TV. I was like, oh shit, did they boo her? Oh my heavens, what the fuck? You know, because still, you understand, we in the hood, we don't really rock with the music other than You Give Good Love. But still, the masses are typically programmed to not boo a major star. It's just, you're gonna boo a major star? Wow, they eclipsed their programming that night. And I'm like, but then they clapped for Vanessa Williams? I was analyzing the whole shit that night, because I'm like, Vanessa Williams, the singer with the light green eyes, the Penthouse. Now I like her from that. Fuck that. You trying to shame and embarrass me behind some Penthouse bullshit? I'm supposed to run and hide? Fuck you. I'm fine as shit. And she was, I didn't part not nary a lip. And when I say lips, I mean lower lips. I don't mean upper lips, okay? She was servicing me. Fuck you. I ain't hiding. Fuck you. But now they pushing what's called the gay agenda. She wouldn't probably get no flack for that today. But back in the 80s, they're going to want her crown and embarrass her and all this other shit. Whatever you do publicly, go into your past first. Before you decide to make a 10th house venture, but let me go on and study my own past and see what the fuck going on. But even if they can't find nothing, we know today that they might conjure up some fallacies and falsehoods. And it's like being a regular average Jane or average Joe. Somebody got beef with you and you didn't wrong them, but they looking to wrong you. But they're not looking to look like an asshole by doing so. They just conjure up a fallacy. How the saying go? When the hate don't work, here come the lies. When the hate cease working, like just plumb hating you for hate's sake. Because the elders used to say, people don't mind looking like a bully, but they do mind looking dumb. So they got to come up with some fallacy to justify why they treating you that way. Because if they just treat you that way, just to treat you that way, somebody be like, well, what did the person do to you? Nothing. I just don't like her. So they fear looking like a jackass. So let me think of something to say to justify why I'm acting like this towards this person. That's where that comes from. And that could be in micro or macro. You know what I mean? Regular folk or celebrity folk. God, we can't get like Lauryn Hill. Miss Lauryn Hill's attorney said she has no criminal record. He said that's on camera. You can look that up. So what else can we say about her? Oh, she's late for performances. Oh, she treats musicians bad. Qualified treating bad, because there's something called slavery. Is she whipping you with a whip? Are you getting your paycheck on time? What? Oh, she's not kissing your ass. She's not giving you the love you want. Think of that Maya, the impressive channel for Maya unsung video, and how Maya admitted that was a mega rap star who come to find out felt a way that she didn't show him love. And she was like, well, I was in the studio to record, paraphrasing, to record a song. She was there for business. And then she's a Libra. It probably even crossed her mind to be hugging or acting like a groupie. Why am I acting like a groupie? I'm a singer in my own right. What the fuck? So, yeah, when the ego is very fragile, you can offend them without even trying or even thinking or having a premeditated thought to offend them. I'm telling you, the ego is very fragile. You don't kiss their ass, they'll take that as some sort of slight. You be like, huh? What the fuck? Y'all beware of them fragile egos, y'all. Be very aware. Okay? But, yeah, so they didn't boo Vanessa Williams. I said, oh, shit. I said, oh, shit, looking at the Bobby Brown movie. And, oh, shit, wow. Back in the day, the 90s, looking at shit on TV. I'm like, So I think that's the people saying, you know, I don't know. I don't see Vanessa Williams. I told you, I guess because maybe she bounced back from that penthouse thing. That's what made us like her in the hood. She be like, fuck y'all. You don't embarrass me. I'm flying as shit. It was that bitch licking me. Did you see me lick that bitch in return? If I did it, he would have took a picture of that too. So it didn't happen. Fuck you. It's your Pisces 18, 9 Pisces. Whitney a 9 too. I'm telling you. I think the hood like Vanessa Williams behind that bounce back. I'm gonna make music. Y'all can kiss my ass, just like that bitch was down there doing. They lucky she didn't say this shit. She hood. I don't know where Vanessa Williams. She from upstate New York or something. White Plains, Westchester. Look, but I still was examining the paradox, the dichotomy of they clapped for Vanessa but didn't boo Whitney. So I'm like, the one they must see as an Oreo cookie-ish, and the other they didn't. And why didn't they see Vanessa as that? I could be wrong. I'm going to repeat it. Righteous redundancy. I do the fuck I want on this channel. It's my outlet, okay? I ain't monetized. It was shit. Hell, okay? There's some cussing, yeah. I'm grown. First Amendment. All rights reserved. UCC 1-308. Okay, now. Again, I think they didn't boo Vanessa because she bounced back from that penthouse shit like that. I'm not hiding and I'm not ashamed. Period, okay? Point blank the fuck, period, okay? Actor. Oh, yeah, I already mentioned the actor that played Whitney Houston. Whitney was so iconic and dynamic. It'd be hard to find someone that embodied that fire. I didn't feel once she was in the house and she was getting high. And she said, "Bobby, Robin." That part when he was said, "Me and Robin, if you don't leave here, we're gonna fight." That's in the book too. That's a good page in the book. But it's gonna be hard to find somebody to play Whitney. That's how dope she was. Why I wrote date in parentheses and the question mark. Oh, they didn't show enough of Bobby and Whitney dating, the courtship, because they were together 3 years. I'm like, well, I know you can't show but so much of that in the a movie, but I'm thinking about to his memoir. Did he even go over their dating spell in the book? I am definitely a fourth house fairy. I just am. I want, you know, when Yala asks people, well, what's your love story? I'm that girl. I want to see the courtship, more on the courtship. I like when the second baby mother came in the dressing room with Landon and Laprincia. Kim came in and she first interfaced with with Whitney. That's in the book too, how they hated to see Whitney coming around. And she's a mega star. And she gonna tell Bobby out the door, I guess I'm not a star, enough of a star for you. He was like, no, you're not. You know, just teasing, you know. But I like that interfacing. And Bobby gonna tell Whitney, well, you know, I hope you're not scared of her. Whitney said, I am from Newark, New Jersey, the bricks, baby. You better ask somebody Avon Street, or you better ask somebody. Go on, Jersey mama. I saw black, red colors, Elegba. But I saw the black, red in the movie. I'm like, is Bobby Elegba? Because he's executive producer. Okay, I gotta hurry up, y'all. This is about to click off. Oh, tender kisses, force MDs. No. Tender love. Yeah, that was the shit. Now, why did I write 3? The music, they got the score. Y'all saw the score? BET, y'all gonna stream the score for this movie? Biopic? Because hell, I buy the score. I don't know how to stream. I ask one of them young people to stream it onto my phone. But with 3, why did I write 3 years? Oh, they were dating for the 3 years. That should have been, I want to see more courtship and it's all is good. Okay, nippy, like their first date would have been cool. They think they went to the movie, she said in the interview. Okay, let me see. Shaka Khan, Sweet Thing, yes. Oh, the score for this got to be shit. And Lovely Day, Lovely Day. Papa, who sing Lovely Day? Is that the same man who sung Grandma Hands? Who sing Lovely Day, Lovely Day? The man who sing Grandma Hand, that's from your time. You love him. You remind me of him too. What's the singer? Whit Marcellus? No, Whit Marcellus. Who sings Lovely Day, Lovely day. Because I was listening, I was like, I gotta go find it on YouTube. Maybe I just type in lovely day. But so much had come up with lovely day, you type that in. He sung Grandma's Hands, Papa. I think Bill Withers. Yes, Bill Withers. That was the shit. I'm looking at that later on. You got that in your playlist? Okay, Nippy plus Robin. Now, I like Robin. I have a lot of respect for her because she keeps the secret. She wrote like one little short mini blog after Whitney made a transition in 2012. Listen, be upon her spirit. She said, you don't hear me in interviews or talk anything like that because I'm loyal. Is Robin an Aquarius? Is she one of the fixed signs too? I wonder. Her calm demeanor. She maybe Libra. Oh, anybody know Robin Crawford's sign? Please put it below in the comments. Yes, I Googled it and come up. Well, when I did Google, maybe come up now, no. But I put I believe their love was real. He wrote that in the book too. He did. What is this? I don't know. I can't hit me right. Something chewy plus nippy. Yeah, I was writing in the dark. The bodyguard scene with the miscarriage that touched me. Y'all got married on Wendy Williams' birthday. Did y'all know that?